Noah Philp, Rob Brown coming up with the forward keys to the game. There is a total of 7 minutes to face off. This is Rogers Game Night on the Oilers Radio Network.
As the boys in blue and orange make their march towards hockey supremacy, Edmonton Trailers inventory is ready to roll and ready to work for you. They're stocked up with trailers and tank trucks, so whether it's gravel, construction, logging, ag, fluids, or freight you're hauling, it's got to be a unit from Edmonton Trailer. Find yours online at edmontontrailer.com or at one of their 3 locations for sales, service, parts, rental, and finance. When you're in it for the long haul, Edmonton Trailer.
NHL action is heating up with an ultra-cool game day experience at the Canadian Ice House. Pre-game with us for great food and drink with an amazing wall of sight and sound. Hands down the most TVs to catch all the hits, the goals, and the game day glory. Enjoy $1 off tankards of Coors Light and Molson Canadian every Oilers game day where NHL hockey lives at the Canadian Ice House.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 630 CHED, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
I think just the flow of the game. Like I said, that was a big adjustment for me in Bakersfield. Was almost just slowing my game down a half a step and letting it come to me. And I think tonight definitely a lot of motion, a lot of energy. It's pretty eager at the beginning, and then I thought I settled a little bit. So I think for me, that's a big focus.
Welcome back, everybody. Rogers Game Night, and we're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, and that is Noah Philp. Last night after the game, he's back at it tonight, and we bring aboard our inside the game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, we'll get to Philp in a second, but I want to start with the fact that we're going to see Connor McDavid, Ryan Nugent, Hopkins, Zach Hyman, Leon Draisaitl, and Evan Bouchard. Your thoughts of Chris Knobloch's deployment of having his entire first unit power play together for tonight's game?
Surprised, actually, Bob. I don't think that this power play really needs a whole lot of work. I don't think they need to find chemistry, and the fact is they would have had a better practice for them to playing against their own teammates in practice than they will against the Calgary Flames team tonight. The penalty killers for the Oilers will be much better than anything they see from the Calgary Flames tonight. I thought that they would have had Leon Draisaitl playing with Arvidsson and Skinner tonight, they're in Calgary, just to find a little chemistry with those guys.
Yeah, that was an interest. This is a bit of a departure. I think you would agree on that.
Well, yeah, normally you have your top 2 lines, if on a split squad, one would go one place, one would go the other. Leon doesn't need chemistry on the power play. This is the best power play in the history of the National Hockey League. They've been together for 2-3 years.
It's a 5-year run where they've been over 25%.
So they don't need one exhibition game against a bunch of minor leaguers isn't going to make them better, but Leon has never played with Arvidsson and Skinner. I think that would have made more sense in my eyes to have him play a couple games with them before the regular season. Having said that, Chris Knobloch's a coach in the National Hockey League, and I sit up here in the 8th story hanging out with you.
You said it like it's a bad thing.
No, of course not.
I know, well, I would hope not. Let's go to the forward keys. I know you're a man of multimedia now, so. All right, let's go to the forward keys to the game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud. Just before we get, I don't know, is it a key to the game for Noah Philp? It was a strong performance last night. Strong performance for Sam O'Reilly as well. A couple of right shot centers. O'Reilly's a couple years away. Can Philp work his way? Can he conservatively, and just so you know, he's tested very well.
I think he can put himself in the conversation. He's what every team is looking for, a big right-handed centerman that can play in your bottom 6 and give you valuable, safe minutes. So, yes, I thought he was good. He's only going to get better. He took a year off. To me, the 2 players I'll be watching tonight outside of the superstars, Podkolzin and Lavoie. Those are 2 guys that are fighting for a 4th. Well, I believe Podkolzin will have it. I think Lavoie needs to watch what Podkolzin did last game and play more like that.
More physical?
More physical. I mean, Lavoie scored the big goal. He's never going to play on the power play for the Edmonton Oilers. Podkolzin, every time he was out there, he initiated. He got in the face of players. He was physical. The game-winning goal was a perfect example with a big hit in the one end and goes down to the opposite end and creates the offensive chance. I think Raphael Lavoie, if he wants to be with the Edmonton Oilers this year, he's got to show what he can do 5-on-5, because those are the minutes you're going to have available to you if you make the team.
That is our Inside the Game pregame analyst Rob Brown. More with Rob and Bryn Griffiths during the first and second intermission. Cam Moon is our play-by-play caller tonight. He's got the call. Of course, Jack Michaels and Cam split all the action all season long. Back in the 6:30 CHED studios, Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, along with Angie Quinnell. And our engineer, as always, is Troy Bowler. It is the Edmonton Oilers and the Calgary Flames when we come back on Fort Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its time and waiting for the perfect moment to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at end-of-the-row flooring centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at end-of-the-row flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
At Northern Lakes College, students work, raise their family, and complete their certificate, diploma, or partnership degree. With NLC's supported distance learning model, you can do it all in a flexible online classroom. Programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through Moving Education. Skate into your new career in a learning environment that works for you. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. Everywhere you need them to be.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
North strong and free from far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
This is Oil Country. The call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Battle of Alberta, preseason style. Good evening. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We're the Oilers Radio Network. Get set for this one here at Rogers Place. Our starting lineup brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Raphael Lavoie. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. In goal, it's Calvin Pickard. For the Flames, Martin Pospisil in the middle with Jonathan Huberdeau and Anthony Mantha. On defense, Jared Tenorti and Rasmus Anderson. In goal, Devin Cooley. We drop the puck. We're underway here at Rogers Place. Dumped into the Oilers zone. Flip past Anderson. It will go out. Tenorti will sweep it to the blue line. Lavoie couldn't quite get to it in time. That's offside against the Oilers. 12 seconds into the first. Oilers coming off 3-2 overtime win last night against Winnipeg with the overtime goal by Cam Dineen.
Well, this will be an interesting matchup, and I think a lot of people surprised that the Oilers loading up McDavid, Draisaitl, along with Zach Hyman, and having Leon go tonight. Not to mention Ekholm and Bouchard, of course. Ekholm missed the start of the regular season last year. Look out.
Puck turned over behind the net in front of the Oiler goal, just out of harm's way by Bouchard. He'll get it up to Draisaitl, now into the Flame zone to Lavoie. Pickard had gone out to play it, but it went off the end of his stick. Lavoie on the right to Draisaitl in front, and the shot just pushed wide by Podkolzin. Draisaitl on the right wing. A centering pass off the stick of Podkolzin goes to the left wing corner. Podkolzin trying to retrieve it. It does come free. Pospisil will get it up the left wing off the stick of Kemp. And just inside the Oiler blue line, Phil Kemp will drop it to Connor McDavid. He'll dish it across to Hoffenmeyer in his own end. Back to McDavid. Gathers speed through the middle. Now in over the Flame line. Down the left wing. The shot and the save made by Cooley as McDavid trying to go 5-hole. Puck comes out to center ice. Siona for the Flames to center. He'll dump it in. He'll go after it. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Rooney in there as well for the Flames. It gets into the skates of Hyman. A minute 25 gone here in a scoreless first. Rooney gets to the middle of the shot, and that is blocked by Corcoran, and he'll bring it out for the Oilers. Up the left wing, off the stick of Hyman. It goes deep into the Flame zone. Cooley pokes it into the right wing corner. Verstevich will get it around the boards. That doesn't get out. McDavid to the right point. Bouchard in front of the net, off the stick of Nugent Hopkins, and into the right corner of the Flame zone. McDavid to the blue line. To Bouchard, to McDavid, to Bouchard now slides down the left wing in front of the net, tried to get the pass. That one got blocked as Kuznetsov got his stick on it for the Flames. The puck cleared out to center ice. Turned right back in by Bouchard. He'll come in down the right wing, sweeps it in front of the net. It goes off a stick and just wide. Phil in the left corner. Puck gets kicked free up the right wing. Coronado will get it out for the Flames, come through center ice. He'll lift it in on the backhand. Ekholm across to Bouchard. Bouchard flips through the middle, goes into the Flame zone. Rasmus Anderson, he'll get that pass. It'll come up on the left to Honzik. Honzik played with Vancouver in the Western Hockey League, got it to the left wing corner. It's to the top of the circle. Perry lost it. Honzik had it only for a moment. Perry recovers. Dumps it behind the net, gives it to Matthias Ekholm. And up the left wing, he's able to get it out. Just about 3 minutes gone here. Scoreless first. Oilers taking on the Flames in the preseason. Split squad. There's another Oiler team in Calgary playing at the same time. Puck rimmed around the left wing boards in the Oilers zone. Now through the middle, comes up to Seth Griffith. Griffith at center ice will lift it in. Clattenburg's going after it on the right wing. Clattenburg to Griffith. Now to Wakely to Clattenburg. He'll go to the net. Just poked off his stick by Cooley, the netminder. Canuck Liepert from the right wing point was able to keep it in for Edmonton. Bishop to the line. Canuck Liepert a shot, and that's steered aside by Cooley. Wakely on the left wing boards, and it gets past him. It does come out to center ice. Corcoran at center for Edmonton. He'll dump it back in. Cooley out to play it. Left wing corner. Give it to Yermo up the left wing. Out through center ice. Podkolzin able to step into Mantha. Puck dumped into the Flame zone, and Draisaitl unable to touch it. That's icing against Edmonton. 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Gone here in a scoreless first period.
Well, Anthony Mantha could be an interesting guy to watch this year for Calgary. I mean, if he kills it, I could see them extending him. However, it's also a possibility you got to figure they could get at least a second-round draft.
Because he's on a one-year deal, right?
He's on a one-year deal. So if he's out of it, and the Flames are out of it, you wonder whether or not he might be the type of player that ends up moving for a pick. The Flames have lots of picks. They got 2 number 1s coming.
Here's Draisaitl, right wing corner of the Oilers zone.
In 2025.
Up to the blue line. Put it down the ice. Will not be icing. Verstevich got to it first for Calgary. Bumps it up the left wing side. Yermo now comes up to Pospisil. His long shot blockered away by Pickard, and it went off the netting and out of play.
Flames will have to decide between giving up their number 1 or Florida's number 1. Whatever the
way that you would want to in a 1-3 formation, but you know, the Oilers power play, we know how dangerous it can be with the personnel that they left back in Edmonton. Yeah. So for these guys that are out here who don't necessarily see a ton of power play time, it's a good opportunity for them to show the Oilers what they're able to do on the PP.
They've still got some pretty good players here in Calgary for their power play. Arvidsson, Skinner, Henrique. Flames have 13 seconds to get through on this penalty kill. Puck played up the near boards by Caggiula. Savoy, down low to Caggiula. Back to Savoy in the near corner, and he'll bounce it right point to Stetcher. The former Flame gives it to Peterson. Slaps it across.
Puck comes up to center ice. It gets to Nugent Hopkins. He'll dump it in cross corner. It goes to Hyman. His shot. A right pad save made by Cooley as Hyman leaned into that after the dump in. Center ice, Siona into the Oilers zone. To Dewar in front of the net. Siona couldn't get his stick on it. And the puck goes up near the blue line, and Rooney had to play it out. Kuznetsov, tight turn in the neutral zone. Got it to the middle. Rustevich will get it in on the left wing. Puck comes around off of Hyman and out. Rustevich on the right side. Coronado will dump it into the Oiler end. Canuck Leaper into the corner for Edmonton, but the puck comes to the blue line. Hanzik will get it across. Now, Rustevich shot goes wide. Out of the left wing corner, the angle shot by Kuznetsov, saved by Pickard. The puck gets into the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. Coronado will take it in behind the Edmonton net. His pass in front of the goal. There's McDavid, wanted to sweep it back to Pickard to cover it, but it came loose, and Canuck Leaper will bring it up the right wing. Up the left side, his long pass. Comes down the left wing is Petrov, the one-handed shot. Not much on it. The save made by Cooley. They'll hold on to that. 5 minutes, 44 seconds gone here in a scoreless first.
Well, different tempo, obviously, when you have the world's fastest and best player on the ice, Connor McDavid. This will be an interesting line to watch. Petrov, I thought, had a very quiet tournament in Penticton. You would have liked for a little bit more out of a guy who played all last season in the AHL. Noah Philp trying to make an impact here for Edmonton.
Looked good last night.
Had a good night.
I thought so. Just got kicked out of the face-off circle. Face-off to the right of Devin Cooley, and goal for the Flames here tonight. Puck comes to the blue line where it's kept in by Ekholm. Muse after it on the end boards. He ties up. Loose puck on the left wing. Lipinski will get it off the left wing boards and out for the Flames. Bouchard inside his own end through the middle. Out of Corey Perry. Get to center ice. Have to shoot it in. Hit Tenorti. Comes back out. Goes to Bouchard. He'll go through the middle with it. And forced into the right wing corner. Clattenburg got it to the point. On the left side to Perry. To Philp out of the left wing corner. It's poked off his stick. Back to the blue line. Bouchard will keep it in. He'll get it across. There's Philp off the end of his stick. Goes to the left wing corner. What a good opportunity had he been able to handle it. Bishop will get it up the right wing. Gets the puck to center ice. To Misa. He'll shoot it in. Scoreless here in the first. Oilers taking on the Flames. We're at Rogers Place. Kemp up the right wing. A long pass. Got it to Griffith. In over the line. Cross ice pass. And that one just over the stick of Clattenburg. Comes up to the blue line. And Wakely couldn't keep it in. Puck brought in down the right wing. Across. Huberdeau got it in front to Pospisil. The save by Pickard. Rebound. Scores. Following it up and getting a loose puck was Kuznetsov to make it 1-0 for the Flames.
Well, I guess they felt that Calvin Pickard needed to stop the third one there. Is there going to be another minor here on top of a goal, or is it just going to... Kuznetsov picked up his own rebound. It's Pospisil driving the lane there. He thought it for a second. He got high stick by Hoffenmeyer, but I guess not. Flames up 1-0.
7:01 time of that goal. Pickard made the first save off of Pospisil, then the first save off of Kuznetsov, and then Kuznetsov on his rebound, the third offering, scores the goal to make it 1-0 for the Flames. The left side, Lavoie to get it out. Puck pulls in after it. Kuznetsov there too. Puck pulls and wins the battle. To Draisaitl, now to Kemp. His shot off the helmet of Cooley. It goes over to the left wing. The left wing point where Hoffenmeyer will keep it in. To Lavoie in behind the Calgary net. 1-0 Flames here in the first. Now to Draisaitl. Comes up to the blue line. He wanted to go cross ice. That got broken up. Mantle will bring it out into the Oilers zone. To the middle for Huberdeau. But that's broken up on the right side. Bud Colson comes out with it for Edmonton. All the way over to Corcoran. Corcoran into the Flame zone. Leaves it in behind the net. 1-0 Calgary. 7:45 gone here in the first. To Siona on the left side. Softly dumps it in. Picker to Corcoran, left corner, off the glass, up in the air, and that goes into the Oiler bench. And we get the whistle. Flames up 1-0 on a goal by Jan Kuznetsov. We've played 7 minutes, 57 seconds of the first period. We'll be right back from Rogers Place. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
At Northern Lakes College, students work, raise their family, and complete their certificate, diploma, or partnership degree. With NLC's supported distance learning model, you can do it all in a flexible online classroom. Programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. Skate into your new career in a learning environment that works for you. NorthernLakesCollege.ca. Everywhere you need them to be.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All games, all seasons.
You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Flames lead here in the first. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's Oilers 50-50 presented by Rogers is in support of Every Kid Deserves a Shot, shaping the future of kids across oil country through the transformative power of hockey and ensuring the sport is inclusive and welcoming.
Puck is about 6 inches off the ice, far post of just a perfectly placed shot by Mike Hoffman.
He's always been able to score. He's hoping that scoring some goals in the preseason will earn him a contract. He's here at a PTO magazine. To the right point, Stetcher with a shot knocked down by Vladar and then whacked wide of the net by Peterson. And a golden opportunity to make it 2-0 Oilers. So it's 1-0 for the visitors here in Calgary. Also 1-0 for the visitors up in Edmonton. Flames striking first in that game. Jan Kuznetsov from Martin Pospisil and Jonathan Huberdeau. 7:01 in. So the underdogs winning up north and down south to get this split squad Monday going. Here's Miramanov over to Uyghur with a one-timer that misses. Now Kadri shoots and scores! Nazem Kadri with a tap-in. Ties the game at 1.
Off Mackenzie Uyghur doing what he does best and just putting the puck on net. Daniil Miramanov makes a nice D-to-D pass over to Uyghur and he just tees it right up. A one-timer ends up going off the backboards and Nazem Kadri just off to the side of the net. One-times it as that puck comes off the backboards and puts it in the back of the net. And one of the questions coming into this season is Mackenzie Uyghur going to be able to duplicate his offensive contributions last season? He's on his way already in this preseason.
Watching the slow motion replay up on the beautiful new Sportsnet scoreboard, I thought Nazem Kadri had more net there. Olivier Rodrigue almost got across, so not as much of a tap in as I thought in real time.
That's number 52. Mackenzie Uyghur. Time of the goal, 8:42. Kadri from Uyghur, Miramanov. Time of the goal, 8:42.
All right, 1-1 here at Scotiabank Saddledome now as we approach the 10-minute mark of the first. Here's Deneen, right wing side. And now Warner. Dump it in behind the Flames net. Vladar backhands it up the far boards and right onto the stick of Jasper Weatherby, who quickly put the puck on net, and Vladar just got back in time. That's one thing that Ryan Huska has talked about. He wants all three of his goaltenders, Dan Vladar, Devin Cooley, and Dustin Wolf, to work on their puck handling. Not as good as Jacob Markstrom in that area of the game.
Yeah, and it's tough as well. Goaltenders and defensemen, you know, having that, I guess, level of comfort.
Roberto, trying to get this thing loose. Ekholm is in there too for Edmonton. It goes to Draisaitl. Skates in front of the Edmonton goal up to Lavoie. Gets out through center. Weaves his way in on the left wing. To the left wing corner, stops. Pass to the middle, off the stick of Podkolzin, back into the corner. Podkolzin able to chop it over to the right side. Draisaitl with control to the blue line to Bouchard. Off the right wing corner, boards behind the net. Podkolzin takes it over to the left. Kuznetsov on him, back to the blue line for Ekholm. Dump it low. Verstevich for the Flames, up to Mantha. He'll just get it out. Bouchard settles it down through the middle to Draisaitl. Comes into the flame in. Comes down the right wing to the right corner from the angle. Over to the left. Up to the top of the circle. Dishes to the right point. Canuck Liepert to Draisaitl. Now on the left wing. Comes all the way across to Draisaitl. Now on the right. Canuck Liepert went to shoot it off his stick. It goes wide. Dewar to Siona will get it out for Calgary. 8:15 to go in the first. 1-0 Flames lead. Canuck Liepert at center ice. Over center, he'll dump it in. Cooley out to play it. He gave it away behind the net. It comes in front and just off the stick of McDavid. And it went back to the blue line. Corcoran will shoot it. That's why. Hyman off the left wing boards. Into the corner to McDavid. Right side to Nugent Hopkins. To the point, but not quite there, was Kemp, and it gets out and it'll go down the ice. Shots are 6-5 for Calgary. Flames are up 1-0. 7:44 to go here in the first period. Hoffenmeyer to McDavid. Makes a move at center, comes into the flame zone down the left wing from the angle. Tried to go short side upstairs, goes off the outside of the net. Nugent Hopkins in the left wing corner. Now to Perry, to the blue line. Hoffenmeyer to McDavid, to the left side to Perry, to McDavid, top of the circle on the left. Trying to get a pass through the middle. That gets broken up, brought out up the left wing, and Coronado comes out for Calgary. Into the Oilers zone, stops up, pass to the middle, skips over a stick, comes out. Petrov goes the other way and just rolls the puck towards the net. Cooley will set it up. Leaves it in behind the goal and up the left side. Puck cleared out by Kuznetsov. That misses everyone. That's icing against the Flames. 6:54 to go in the first. 1-0 Calgary leads.
So Hoffman on the power play from Gleason down in Calgary in the split squad game, but then the Flames tied. Hoffman turns the puck over and Calgary finishes off a play with the Uyghur and Miramanov. Miramanov coming over in that trade for Noah Hannaford from the Vegas Golden Knights. Here, 1-0 for Calgary. McDavid hitting the short side post on an attempt.
Almost snuck that one right up there. We've seen him do it so many times. Face off to the left of Cooley. Philp taking the draw. There was a bit of a scrum. It goes to the blue line. Canuck Liepert with a shot off. His stick goes wide. Perry back to the point to Corcoran. Now to Philp. It's tied up. Kirkland was trying to get it out. Now the puck does get cleared. Cross to at center ice for Canuck Liepert. We get to center for Edmonton. Rip it into the Flame zone. Plattenberg into the left wing corner. He's in on the forecheck. Puts the pressure on Anderson. Rasmus Anderson attempting to clear it. It gets into the skates of Plattenberg. Plattenberg up against the boards. Grinds that thing free as it goes in behind the net. Sent up to the blue line. Bouchard's going to keep it in. His pass across the line. He was trying to get that to Ekholm. Went off a skate. It does come out. Matthias Ekholm forced back. With Misa right there. Center ice is able to dump it down, but that is icing against the Oilers with 5:49 to go here in the first. And the Flames up 1-0.
Dalton Wakely will be an interesting guy here. Just, I mean, in theory, he could play in the American League this year.
He is a 20-year-old this year. Yep. Was third in OHL scoring last year, 104
points. So he would be a huge guy. Huge for a major junior team like North Bay to get back.
Yeah, if they got him back, that would be like found money. Off the draw in the Oilers zone. Bouchard will get it way up in the air and out, and a bouncing puck goes into the Flame zone. Brustevich turn in front of his net. Left wing to Tenorti. Tenorti into the Oiler end. Pass to the slot, kept in. Brustevich has it on the right point. To the middle to Mantha. Forced over to the right. Brustevich cross to Tenorti. Tenorti will shoot it towards the net. Goes in behind the goal. Huberdeau on the right. To Mantha for Brustevich on the right point. Now to Pospisil. The give and go with Brustevich, who's broken up by Draisaitl. Skate out for Edmonton down the left wing. Over the line for Lavoie, just off his stick. It puck brought out. Huberdeau into the Oiler end on the left side. Pushed over to the boards by Kemp. Comes back near the blue line. Off a skate that's bouncing around. Mantha behind, rims it behind the Oiler goal. Back to the point to Anderson. He'll shoot it. That's end over end. It goes wide of the Oiler net. 1-0 Flames. 4:45 to go in the first. Puck back to the blue line. The shot off a stick just goes wide as Kuznetsov let it go from the point. It's on the inboards inside the Oilers zone. Kicked up on the right wing. Hyman up against the boards. Puck comes free. Rooney centering pass. Blocked by Hyman, and he'll come up the right side for Edmonton. Got to the blue line. Slows up. Back to Kemp. Across to Hoffenmeyer. Hoffenmeyer slowly makes his way to center. To Hyman. Went off the heel of his stick. Siona for the Flames. Taken out in front of the Oiler bench. Puck comes loose. Kirkland's going to bring it in for Calgary. Come down the left wing. The shot and a stick save made by Pickard. Puck goes to the left wing corner of the Oilers zone. And McDavid gets it free. Now to Hoffenmeyer on the right to Canuck-Liepert. Up the right side. Puck at center. Canuck-Liepert's pass picked off by Coronado. He'll turn through the middle for Calgary. Bring it into the Oiler end. Forced to the right. Goes to the right wing corner. In behind the net. Up to the left. Drops it. Yermo to the left corner. Centering pass. And that was broken up. Canuck-Liepert. Good job to block the pass. Clears the puck out. Under 3.5 to go in the first. 1-0 Flames. Yoni Yermo with the puck for Calgary to Coronado. Lost it at the Edmonton blue line. Petrov back into his own end for Bouchard. And Evan Bouchard. It's the center ice through the middle. Flips it into the Calgary zone. Anderson back four. Up the right wing to Misa. Only got it to the middle. It didn't get out. Now on the right. Phil, the shot, the save, the rebound. Oh, somehow Cooley got the rebound. Looked like he picked it out of the air. Great chance there for Edmonton. And up the left wing, Bishop's going to get it out. Brought in by Misa on the right. Miso comes off the right side. A shot stopped by Pickard. Puck gets to the corner. Bishop on the right side to the blue line. Stevich over to Kuznetsov. Into the slot. Good hit by Philp to knock down Bishop. Puck gets to center. Philp will dump it in. 1-0 Flames. 2:25 to go here in the first period. It's at center ice. Wakely missed Clattenburg. Huberdeau over the line. Gets it all the way across to Mantha. Couldn't find Pospisil. Puck cleared out. Coming through the middle. Clattenburg now into the Calgary zone. Makes a couple of nice moves. Got to the middle of the ice. It's chopped away from him. Trying to keep that in was Griffith. It does come out. Wakely. Down the left side, Hoffenmeyer drives towards the net. Forced into the left corner, comes back to the middle. Huberdeau will bring it out for Calgary. Across to Mantha, down the right wing. Odd man rush for Calgary. To Huberdeau, to Mantha, scores! And now way behind the play, Clattenburg's got the gloves off. But he does not have a willing combatant as the linesmen get in there. But right. The Flames are up 2-0.
He tried to get him before they were up the ice. He tried to get him to take the fight, and he didn't.
Henry Muse, that's who he was with.
That's not what Henry Muse does. I have a feeling there might be a couple other Flames to talk to him, but a wide open, yawning cage for Anthony Mantha. He'll never score an easier goal. How does Muse get a penalty?
Has a 4-minute double minor roughing.
4 and 2.
Calgary number 56, 2 minutes minor roughing.
There's fair call. clear aggressor there was
yes.
Clattenburg. So unfortunately for Edmonton, 2 goals against that fourth line today.
18:22, time of that goal. It was an odd man rush. Yeah, Clattenburg just went right at Muse. Muse, who plays with the Mississauga in the OHL. Muse plays with Ottawa of the OHL. The 67s was 7th in defenseman scoring last year, 61 points. Clattenburg plays with Flint in the Ontario Hockey League.
I have a feeling that Mr. Siona may have a conversation a little bit later on, and he can. So Flames are going to get a power play.
Yes.
Here. Great opportunity for the second game in a row for Noah Philp.
So, first power play of the game, it goes to Calgary. Oiler penalty kill, brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Off the draw, puck goes into the Flame zone. Rasmus Anderson.
But Colson and Draisaitl killing this off. I did not expect to see Leon killing penalties off.
Huberdeau gives it away to Draisaitl. Flip it down the ice. Anderson turns in front of his net to Mantha. Pospisil gets over center. He'll shoot it in. Pickard's going to come out and play it. Pickard rims it, won't get out. Anderson has it right point. Now over to Huberdeau on the left. Down the left wing. To the left wing corner. The pass back to the blue line. We're in the last minute here in the first 2-0. Calgary leads. Puck turned over. Bouchard to the line. It kept in by Anderson. He'll blast a shot. Pod Colson blocked it. Broke his stick. On the left wing, Coronado for the Flames. To the blue line. To Anderson. To Mantha. To Anderson. Mantha. To Anderson to the middle of the ice. Over to Mantha. One-timer in this save made by Pickard. He held on. 33 seconds to go in the first. 2-0 Flames lead. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. All right.
A little surprised that McDavid and Nugent Hopkins are out here killing too.
All right. I don't know if they're taking a break or not.
We are.
I don't know. I think the referee talked him into not.
Okay, we're not.
The doors opened. The red light went on. The referee said, no, we're not. Fair enough. Referee Tom Shivalevsky and Brandon Schrader, Trent Knorr, and Caleb Apperson are on the lines. Brustevich on the right point. To the middle to Hanzik, back to Brustevich, left wing for Misa to Brustevich. He'll shoot it. Save made by Pickard. That was redirected in front of the net. Hanzik cross-ice pass to Kirkland, to Brustevich. Now to Kirkland on the right. Goes to the right wing corner. To Brustevich in from the right wing point. Brings it off the boards. Over to Misa. Left side. He'll shoot it. That's blocked. And it is cleared out by Nugent Hopkins. The first period will come to an end, and the Oilers will be down 2-0 after the first. And Bob, what did you see in that first period from the Oilers' side of some of the young guys?
The top 3 lines were. I mean, the one line should be really good. You've got McDavid and Nugent Hopkins and Hyman. They were arguably the best line in the league last year. Calgary capitalized on their opportunities. Edmonton didn't. I thought Philp was good. The guys that are sort of in the mix of the bottom 6. A little surprised at who got deployed on the PK to conclude that period.
Yeah.
But that's another conversation for another day. So, bottom line is, got some work to do here, but just keep giving opportunities to lots of different players.
Yeah, and that's what early preseason is all about, and that's where it is right now. Jan Kuznetsov from Pospisil and Huberdeau, that was at 7:01. Then it was Mantha from Huberdeau on an odd man rush at 18:22. Oilers will still be shorthanded for 22 more seconds to start off the second period. So that's where we sit through 2-0. Flames lead the Oilers. Bryn Griffiths, he is set. He is ready to go. He's got the first intermission for you when we come back from Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton. It's 4 NHL hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
It's game on at City 4. Ford employee pricing is ending soon. You pay what City Ford employees pay on over 500 new and used vehicles. Save up to $16,000 with employee pricing discounts. Plus, take advantage of finance rates as low as 1.99%. Score employee pricing on your new or used Ford today and spin and win a TV, Costco card, iPad, even a trip to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed. And like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
He'll dish it across to Hoffenmeyer in his own end. Back to McDavid. Gathers speed through the middle. Now in over the flame line. Down the left wing. The shot and the save made by Cooley.
Well, there you go. What can you say? The captain flying right from the get-go in the first minute of play. And he kind of set the tone in what was a much, much better first period than any of the three periods we saw in the previous game. But that's from our highlight zone, which is brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with three great locations. There's the one in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone, and that is our highlight zone. Well, we're back here at Rogers Place. It is 2-0 Flames after the opening 20 minutes of play, and we're joined by Rob Brown. Well, your thoughts on period number one?
Well, the entertainment value was much higher tonight than it was in last night's game, and you would expect it. The Oilers have their best, 6 players playing in this hockey game. The Calgary Flames have Huberdeau, Pospisil, Mantha. They've got on the back end Rasmus Andersson, and the quality of play was higher, the energy level, the skill level, much more so tonight than it was last night. Unfortunately for the Oilers, not able to capitalize on their chances, and the Calgary Flames did.
Absolutely. Hey, we've got to get to this because the Oilers sent out a release not long ago, and it's pretty much what I think a lot of us have been expecting. And we talked about it on the City Ford Face-Off show today, Rob, about the fact that Evander Kane underwent successful surgery. It was abdominal surgery that he handled last week. It was Friday afternoon in New York City. The recovery for the procedure is expected to take a minimum of 5 to 6 months. That's pretty much what I think most people were thinking, right?
Yeah, it was been reported a little bit in the last couple of days that they thought January, February, or as I read 2025 will be the next time you see Evander Kane. I would hope that would be the longest time frame we'll see. Obviously, you don't want any hiccups between now and then. There was a lot of work, as Evander Kane said himself. There's a lot of things getting fixed on my body. Hopefully, with the rest he gets, the healing he has, and the preparation to get back into the Edmonton Oilers jersey by the trade deadline, you will see a healthy and well-rested Evander Kane for a playoff run.
We'll see how the hockey club handles this over the next week or so, but that's the update on Evander Kane. Let's get back to this one. It's a bit of a struggle for the fourth line of the Oilers tonight. They're 2 goals against, but, preseason, but that's kind of what you're watching for stuff like that, right? To see how they're doing in their own zone.
Well, they had a little bit of unluckiness on the second goal as they got caught with an odd man rush against, as they had 2 players in the opposite end kind of trading punches. A nice play by Huberdeau on that one. The fourth line on that one got caught out against the first line of the Calgary Flames. They made them pay. The Oilers did have some chances themselves. A couple big saves, as you said, off air by Devin Cooley for the Calgary Flames. It looked like the star players of the Oilers had energy, just a little bit off. And you would expect that first time playing against competition. They'll get better as this game gets on. I don't think this is going to end up 2-0. I think there will be a number of goals going forward. I mean, the Calgary Flames dressed a very young and inexperienced defense. I would imagine as this game moves along, you will see Connor and Leon and Hyman and Nugent Hopkins and that ilk taking advantage of a couple of 18 and 19-year-olds on the back end. But it was despite the score being 2-0 in favor of the Flames, there was much more entertaining hockey in that first 20 than we saw in the 60-some minutes last night.
It was interesting, too, to see Leon Draisaitl killing penalties there, and Connor stepped out on the ice for a couple of moments as well, but I guess nobody had that on their scorecard.
Well, when you look at normally the penalty killers for the Oilers are in their bottom six. Well, the bottom six for the Oilers tonight, none of the regulars that you would normally see in the bottom six for the Oilers playing tonight. Leon has killed penalties at times with the Oilers, as has Connor. I think that Chris Knobloch has gotten away from that. He prefers, if they're going to have energy, have it on the 5-on-5 or the power play side of it. The one thing that you always are a little fearful, especially in exhibition season, is when your star players are penalty killing, is taking a puck in the foot. So it's one of those, okay, you go penalty kill, but get out of the way when they wind up. Yeah. Let the goalie with all the pads block those ones.
How many did you block? How many penalties did you kill?
I killed a few. I did block. I remember on a face-off. It wasn't a penalty kill, but I remember on a face-off when I was with Pittsburgh. I went out and off a face-off, I didn't get out of the way, but the puck got past me. Coach Kevin Constantine screamed from the bench, blocked that. Face-off again, I went out, blocked it, broke my foot, had surgery the next day, and realized that blocking pucks was not a strength of mine.
It was not for you.
No, it was not for me. It hurt. So wow. I gave all the credit in the world to all the players that put their body on the line, because those pucks are coming now about 90 to 100 miles an hour.
Isn't it hard to believe some guys actually go out of their way to do that?
Oh, I remember Chris Russell here, who was no bigger than I am. One of the best. I think at one point he had the most blocks in the history of the NHL since they started keeping track. He looked for it. And I give those guys you got to have a lot of guts to get in front of just for example, Evan Bouchard shoots about 100 miles an hour. Yeah. And you're getting in front of that. There's got to be a little bit of fear or a little bit of
well, you got to wonder. You got to give your head a shake.
I was going to say stupidity.
I know you're looking. I know you're looking for a good way to say that.
Okay, we'll just say guts. They have guts.
That's perfect. Hey, one other NHL note. Just noticing the Winnipeg Jets and Perfetti have signed a 2-year deal. The average contract on that, or the salary cap, is going to be $3.25. That's a good price for him. He had to get back going.
He's a good hockey player. He's got a nice skill set. I think that the Winnipeg Jets are hoping he takes even more strides forward for them this year, but he is a piece of the future for the Winnipeg Jets. They got him on. Teams just don't want to have contracts going into the season. They want all of those headaches out of the way, so when the first regular season game comes, everybody's focused on one thing, and that's winning hockey games.
Okay, let's tee up the second period. What do you expect? How many adjustments are you really going to make? You're not going to do anything like that. Just you keep throwing guys over the boards.
Well, you do, but Chris Knobloch, this is still teaching. There are players that are here that will be in the minors. They will be in junior, and there's going to be things that the coaching staff wants them to put towards their game if they ever want to be part of this Oilers organization at this level. So there'll be little things that they will talk. Usually a coach will come up with 2-3 things at most, and they'll be talking points before them to come out in the next period. And I'm sure that the fourth line of the Oilers, these young kids who are burnt twice, there will be some, okay, here's what you need to do. Here's what we need to see more from you. And I believe the second period will be a much better period for the Edmonton Oilers.
Some of the coaching come from the vets, or do they just stand back and let the coach do it here?
There will be. The veterans will talk. I mean, it depends on where you're sitting in the dressing room. If there's a young kid beside you, you'll talk to him and say, all right, here's when you see this is what we need to do. Like Corey Perry tonight's playing with Philip and Petrov. Right. So I'm sure that he'll be saying, okay, when we get out here, here's what I want to see from you. Seth Griffith, he's 29. He's a minor league player, but he's been around a while. Sure. So he's playing with a 19-year-old and a 20-year-old. So he's going to say, all right, let's settle down this next period. Let's go out and have a positive impact on this hockey game. Forget what happened in the first 20. Let's have the next 20 be our best.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission. We got to tell you, the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. We'll come back with more from Rogers Place right after a news update right here on the Oilers Radio Network.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Going back to school can be as scary as taking the winning shot, but it doesn't have to be. Score a great future with Northern Lakes College and supported distance learning. NLC knows that students need attention, support, and the synergy between instructors and peers to keep motivated and connected. They are here to help you meet all your goals and cheer you on. Because at Northern Lakes College, they count their success one student at a time. northernlakescollege.ca.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
This is Global News at the first intermission. I'm James Dunn. An investigation is now underway for a hit and run with a 12-year-old boy in East Edmonton. EPS says the collision happened at around 7:45 a.m. when a dark SUV heading north on 50th Street struck the boy in a marked crosswalk near 101st A Avenue. Police say the driver fled the scene after checking on the boy. The boy was taken to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Residents in the southwest Keswick neighborhood will need to check their homes after a drive-by shooting this weekend. Early Sunday morning, there was a weapons complaint along King Wind and King Gate. It's believed the shot was fired, and police are still trying to locate the bullet. Alberta's healthcare system integration and seamlessness is the latest to go under review by the province. Current Alberta Health Services Board Chair Dr. Lyle Oberg is going to lead the review into how the new healthcare organizations can give quicker care to patients. An early report is expected to go to the health minister this December, and a final report is expected next spring. I'm James Dunn. Your next scheduled newscast after the second period on 6:30 CHED.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
It's game on at City Ford. Ford employee pricing is ending soon. You pay what City Ford employees pay on over 500 new and used vehicles. Save up to $16,000 with employee pricing discounts. Plus, take advantage of finance rates as low as 1.99%. Score employee pricing on your new or used Ford today and spin and win a TV, Costco card, iPad, even a trip to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back here at Rogers Place after 20 minutes of play. The Calgary Flames leading the Edmonton Oilers 2-0. That's what's happening here. It's a split squad situation that we're dealing with. And let's get to our out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. The other Oilers team down in Calgary to take on the Flames, and they've completed one period down there. That one is tied at 1. Elsewhere around the National Hockey League, at the end of the first period, let's see here. It is the Dallas Stars and Colorado Avalanche tied at 1. Late in the first period, Utah with a 2-0 lead on the Los Angeles Kings. That one in Salt Lake City. Elsewhere, two finals. It was Montreal just taking it to the Philadelphia Flyers, 5-0 in one matchup. That one was being played in Montreal tonight. And the other game was played earlier this afternoon. It was a 6-1 final for the hometown Buffalo Sabres beating the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that's your out-of-town scoreboard. A relatively quiet evening here. The out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Well, that's it. The players are returning to the ice. The second period is about ready to get underway. As we mentioned, it's 2-0 Flames leading the Oilers after 20 minutes of play here. We'll get back to it at the intermission. It's brought to you by End of the Roll Floor Covering Centers. Let's get flooring. Coming back with more from Rogers Place right here on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource.
But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Jack Michaels, Brendan Escott. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Great to have you on board. 2-0. Flames lead Edmonton after the first. Kuznetsov and Mantha scoring for Calgary. Tonight's Oilers 50-50. It's presented by Rogers with life-changing jackpots. Right now, that total is over $125,000. And our next lucky winner could be you. Buy your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. The other game, it's a split squad tonight. So the game in Calgary, that one, as I'm going to get you the freshest of fresh when it comes to scores. I want to make sure I'm not cheating you on the freshest of fresh. 1-1 after one still. So they're getting set to start the second period, as are we. All right. Oilers will start it off with Philp as they're killing the penalty for another 22 seconds. That's what's left in the Clattenburg double minor. Philp taking the draw. And he's up against Pospisil. So Flames a little bit of power play time. Oilers still on the penalty kill. Brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. So drop the puck. We're underway here in the second period. Mantha to center snaps that into the Oilers zone. Philp trying to find it on the boards. It goes in behind the net over to Pospisil. Or make that Coronado back to the blue line to Anderson. Now to Huberdeau on the left. Rasmus Anderson to Huberdeau down the left wing. Over to Mantha. Glances off his stick. Penalty is over. Puck cleared out and just past Lavoie. Goes down into the Calgary zone. Flames 0 for 1 with a man advantage in this game. Puck given away. Bonk Olsen. He's in. The shot off the arm of Cooley, and it goes out of play. A giveaway in the Flame zone right to Vasily Podkolzin. What an opportunity.
Well, that's 2 point-blank looks, one for Noah Philp and one for Vasily Podkolzin. 2 great opportunities. And the difference in the game is Calgary's finished theirs off. Now, that said, Jack Michaels would have been able to finish off the Anthony Mantha one, Cam. Good save. You know what? Devin Cooley's looked pretty good here. Goal for the Flames.
He's made some saves.
He stopped the puck.
Cooley played most of last season in Rochester in the American League, but also 6 games with San Jose. Went 2-3-1 in those 6 games. Like rimmed in the Calgary zone and off the right wing point. Kemp's able to jam that back to the left wing point. Hoffenmeyer down the boards, picked up by Rooney. He'll bring it out. 3-on-3 to center ice for the Flames. Rooney in on the left wing for Dewar. Gets that around over to the right side. Off the stick is Siona. Goes behind the net to Rooney. To Dewar on the left. To the blue line. Jurmo. Play that over to the right side. Lucas Siona with the puck at the top of the circle inside the Edmonton zone. 2-0 Calgary leads. Just over a minute gone here in the second period. Puck gets turned over. Draisaitl, a long pass right onto the tape of Lavoie. He'll come in, get dumped down right in front of the Flame net by Jurmo. Gets back up. Crowd reacts to the non-call. Puck on the end boards inside the Flame zone. Lavoie to Draisaitl. All the way across to Perry. Back to the point, but it goes past Corcoran and it comes out. It's being pressured on the play by Coronado, but got to it first. And the puck cleared. Stepping up, Corcoran. Got it into some skates as Perry's up against the boards right at the Edmonton blue line. Goes into the Oilers zone, and Canuck Leapert will take it in behind the net, go to the right, high in the air and out. It's off a stick. It won't be icing. It's deep into the Flame zone. Muse headed up the left side. A pass on the right for Hanzik. Too far for him. That's icing against the Flames. 2 minutes, 4 seconds gone here in the second. 2-0 Flames lead.
Out-of-town update from down in Calgary. They are late in the first intermission. It's tied at 1 after 1 again. Hoffman on the power play from Leibson and Arvidsson, and then Connery, even strength goal from Uyghur and Mironov here. Jan Kuznetsov and Anthony Mantha, the goal scorers. 2-0 the Flames here in the second.
Face off to the right of Cooley. They'll go to Ekholm, left point. Now to Bouchard. Over to the right to Nugent Hopkins. Across. McDavid walks in. Couldn't get the shot away. As Kuznetsov right in front of him. Back to the blue line to Ekholm. Now over to Bouchard. Left wing to McDavid. Makes a move to the middle. It'll go to the left wing side. And Ekholm steps in from the point. Behind the net to McDavid. Right wing Nugent Hopkins to Bouchard. To the middle in the slot. Over to Ekholm down the left wing. Back to Bouchard. Walks in. Pass to the corner for Nugent Hopkins. Wanted to go to the point, but went off of Coronado. Coronado's going to get it out. And through the middle of Kirkland. Now to Muse. He'll shoot it. That's off a stick wide of the Edmonton goal. Hanzik lost it behind the Edmonton net. Winding it up, McDavid. Come up the left wing and out through center for Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Went to shoot it. Went off the end of his stick. Goes in behind the Calgary net. Already on the end boards. Leaves it back there. Getting it out was Lipinski. 2-0 Flames here in the second. Just over 3 minutes gone. Puck brought in on the right wing. Misa will shoot it off the stick, but Hoffenmeyer goes wide. Luke Misa in the left wing corner. Taken off of it. Puck comes free to Bishop. Will shoot it off his stick. Goes wide of the net. Anderson in for the right wing point. We'll keep it in for Calgary. He'll rim it low, but there is Kemp to clear it off the stick of Matvei Petrov. That goes into the Calgary zone. Rasmus Anderson through the middle, a bouncing puck into the Oiler end. Raphael Lavoie pulls it off the left wing boards to Hoffenmeyer up the left side. Now off of Wakely, it goes deep into the Calgary zone. Jurmo in behind the net. Now on the right. Verstevich will get it out. Bouchard across to Ekholm. He'll start up for the Oilers. He's up the left wing, just off the stick of Lavoie. Puck goes deep into the Flames' end. On the end boards is Podkolzin. It ties up in there. Does work it free. Gets over to the right wing for Podkolzin. To the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm. Into the middle to Philp. Now to the right point. Bouchard over to Philp. Out of the left corner. Centering pass. And Cooley with a great save off of Lavoie. Puck on the right wing. Podkolzin into the point for Bouchard. Left wing to Ekholm. He's at the top of the circle. Brings it back to the blue line. His pass across the line comes out. Oilers have to regroup. 2-0 Flames. 4:45 gone here in the second period. Lavoie to Bouchard. Left side to Ekholm, but it was behind him, so it goes past him. Verstevich across to Kuznetsov. It's got it to the Oiler zone, just inside of it. Matthias Ekholm. Forced over to the left wing boards by Siona. Now over to Bouchard through the middle. Goes off a Flame stick down the ice. Quick pass up on the right for Dewar. He'll come down the right wing. He'll shoot it. Blockered away by Pickard. And the puck up the right wing. Kuznetsov couldn't get it out. Puck brought in. Perry over to the right side. Whipped across on the left by Canuck Leapert. Back to the blue line. Corker into the middle. His shot off the glove of Cooley. Kuznetsov up the left wing for Dewar. To center ice. Goes to the left side, and Rooney will dump it in. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing, Griffith. Now to Canuck Leapert. Left wing to Draisaitl into the Flame zone. Softly towards the net. Cooley's going to cover it. And we'll get a whistle with 5 minutes, 54 seconds gone in the second period. 2-0. Calgary leads Edmonton. A great opportunity, though, for Raphael Lavoie. Well, you said Devin Cooley's been having a pretty good night. Devin Cooley made another big save.
Yeah, he's been good, Cam.
Very good.
Real good.
perfect so far on 13 Edmonton shots. Face off to the right of Cooley. McDavid wins the draw clean. Canuck Leaper across to Corcoran. Now on the right to McDavid. For Nugent Hopkins on the blue line across to Canuck Leaper. Left wing corner off of McDavid. Went off his skate, though, right there. Rasmus Anderson of the Flames will get it up the left wing. To Tenorti, he's able to dump it in. Pickard will come out of his net. He's got to play it. Rims it around the boards hard. It does get out. Kirkland will flip it right back in. Kirkland, born in Winnipeg, but grew up in Camrose. He'll go off for a change. Up the left side, Nugent Hopkins. Off the boards and out. Lipinski couldn't get it through the middle. That one hit. Kemp goes down into the flame zone. Yermo with tight turn it up the left side. They got tripped up. Penalty coming up to the Oilers. So we played 6:40 of the second period. Edmonton will be shorthanded when we come back. 2-0. Flames leading the Oilers here in preseason action from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its time and waiting for the perfect moment to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
2-0 Flames lead. 6:40 gone here in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Zach Hyman goes to the penalty box. Oilers shorthanded. And that penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Calgary 0 for 1 with a man advantage so far in this game. Face off to the right of Pickard. Puck goes to Anderson on the left side. Now to Huberdeau on the right. Over to Coronado. Went off his stick, but he gets to it on the left wing boards. He's about the hash marks. To the point for Anderson. Over to Mantha on the right. Right wing corner to Huberdeau. Huberdeau back to the blue line. Anderson will shoot. Scores! Anderson ripped it from the point. Went off the post and in. It's 3-0 for the Flames as they get a power play goal.
Well, Noah Philp lost the face-off. Edmonton never had the puck out of their own zone. And the Flames, with two of the players that are expected, probably two, possibly three of the players expected on their first unit, move it around. And Huberdeau, who's an excellent playmaking winger, when he's on his game, rifles one past the left side of Calvin Pickard. Ooh.
Some shot. Anderson just blasted that thing.
Huberdeau's got 3 assists in this game.
Yep. Yeah, it was a great pass. He had to saucer that right through. Shot from the angle. Save made by Pickard. As Perry goes in behind the net. Up the right side. Doesn't get out. Huberdeau and Mantha get the assists on the goal by Anderson. 7:01 time of that goal here in the second. It's 3-0 for the Flames. Siona through the middle to Rooney. Comes in on the left side. Goes into the left wing corner. Taken out by Kemp. Hoffenmeyer finds a loose puck for the Oilers. For Draisaitl at center ice, softly dumping it into the right wing corner. He'll go after it himself. Poking him behind the net. Lavoie was in on the forecheck. Puck goes to Hanzik. He'll get it out through the middle. Find Coronado into the Oilers zone. Over to the right wing. Now to Kirkland. To Coronado. The shot scores. Matt Coronado off the right side. Makes it 4-0 for the Flames here in the second period.
Well, Calgary went into Seattle last night, and the Kraken had some of their better players going, and they whopped them pretty good. Beat them 6-1, and right now the Oilers are down 4-0. And Coronado was a driver in last night's game, and he finishes this one off.
He had a goal and 2 assists last night and was +3. He's got a goal here tonight at 8:02 of the second to make it 4-0 for the Flames. Brought in by Podkolzin into the Flame zone. Up to the top of the circle, went off his stick, and it is brought out to center. Bishop on the right wing will dump it in. Goes to the right wing corner in the Oiler end. It goes free, and Corcoran in behind the Oiler net. Spun around now to Canna-Gleeper. He'll get it out through the middle. Phil now on the right wing to Petrov. To Phil. Put it on net, and a save made by Cooley. And he held on to that as Petrov and Phil had a give and go, and Cooley holds on.
You can make a strong argument in this game, 5-on-5, that Edmonton's been at their most dangerous. I mean, you expect McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins to create some things, but, you know, it's been a noticeable performance from Noah Philp again.
Yep. He's got a high pace. His pace of play, very good. Face off to the left of Cooley. Puck to the middle of the ice. Kuznetsov up in the air. It goes over the head of Ekholm, right to Pickard, and he'll hold on to it and we get the whistle. Face off down into the Oiler end. But you can see that,
yes,
Philp can drive the play.
There's no question he's making some things happen out there.
Yep. We saw him do that with the University of Alberta Golden Bears.
And in the second half of the season in Bakersfield.
And Bakersfield, exactly.
32 points in the final 42 games.
Ekholm, his pass on the right, a little far for Hyman. It'll go down the ice, icing against Edmonton. And then to be off last year, train hard through this summer and come to camp and play as well as he has.
Quick update down in Calgary. 5 minutes into period number 2, the Flames have scored. Connor Zary on a tip-in, 2-1 Calgary. So Hoffman on the power play. Arvidsson, I'm told, is having a very good game. Kadri and Zary for the Flames.
Here it was Anderson from Huberdeau and Mantha, then Coronado from Kirkland and Hanzik. That's 4-0 for the Flames as Bouchard comes into the Flame zone. His pass to the middle, and it was just poked wide at the Calgary net. Nugent Hopkins will rim on the right. Gets to Ekholm to the middle. Not a Nugent Hopkins, but off his stick. On the right wing, Mantha will get it out. Right wing, the puck brought in. Pospisil to Mantha, over to the left. Puck gets into the left wing corner, and Tenorti behind the net with it. To Mantha, to the right wing point. Pospisil went to shoot it, blocked by Nugent Hopkins. Out through the middle is Ekholm. Now on the left wing to McDavid into the Flame zone. Off the end of his stick, right to Cooley. He's going to scoop it up with the glove and hold on with 10:21 to go in the second. 4-0 Flames. Shots now 15-13 for Calgary.
And the Oilers had hoped to get a look on their first power play out there, but
haven't had one yet.
Calgary hasn't taken a penalty.
Face off to the right of Cooley. Weekly taking the draw for Edmonton. He's in there against Kevin Rooney of the Flames. Rooney can win it back. Urmo behind his net. Up the left side to Siona. Took a hard hit on the play by Kemp. And the puck went back in. It hit Kemp, so it was offside. But Phil Kemp, solid hit there on Lucas Siona.
Well, Siona is a tough guy. Well, we might see a Siona-Klattenberg matchup here at some point. Walk Parker Dewar's lined up opposite of Plattenberg.
Put the face-off right at center ice. Clattenburg on the left wing is able to roll the puck into the flame zone. Gets held up a bit by Rooney. Goes in behind the net. Yurmo up the left wing for the Flames. Now out through center ice. Cuts to the middle. On the right to Dewar. Hit him in the skate. Goes into the corner. Puck's in behind the Edmonton goal. Wakely on the right wing for Griffith. Cuts to the middle, now into the flame zone. Drops it on the right side to Clattenburg, to Griffith. Now on the right to Wakely. Wakely back to the blue line. Now it goes to Corcoran. Went with a one-timer, and his stick just snaps in half. And the puck in behind the Flames net. Irmo to Siona. He got it out. Down the ice. Icing against the Flames.
Clattenburg trying to get Siona to go there.
All right.
Give him a little love tap. Hard hit.
Well, those two, you can see it brewing in Penticton a few times.
Yeah.
In that game between the Oiler rookies and the Flames rookies. Face off to the right of Cooley. Draisaitl, Lavoie, Perry are out there with Ekholm and Bouchard. Puck goes to Muse of the Flames. He'll get it high in the air and out.
Oh, look out.
Ekholm batted the puck and it hit Perry up high. Perry's going to go to the Oiler bench. He blew the whistle right away. In fact, he's going to go right down the hall. All right, we'll take a break. 9:20 to go here in the second period. 4-0 Flames leading the Oilers here at Rogers Place in preseason action. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed. And like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
Think you can't go back to school because you have a family or a full-time job? Yes, you can. Northern Lakes College provides a supported distance learning environment, offering a guided learning setting that supports you to succeed and provides the flexibility to suit your lifestyle. Explore programs in academic upgrading, business, health, human services, resource technology, university studies, and more, including a wide range of courses available through continuing education. The education you want, the flexibility you deserve. NorthernLakesCollege.ca.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no payments and no interest for 1 year. 4-0 Flames lead. Goaltending change for the Oilers, and Brett Brochu comes in. Brochu played last year in the ECHL with Fort Wayne, went 7-11-1, .920 save percentage. Prior to his time in pro. Puck comes to the middle. Here's Lavoie, the backhand. A pad save made by Cooley. Good opportunity for Lavoie. 3 years in the OHL for Brochu with the London Knights. Draisaitl shoot it. Didn't get it through all the traffic. Good opportunity for Lavoie. Oilers have had some, but Cooley's had the answers so far. Draisaitl on the left wing. Back to the left wing point. Bouchard getting pressured by Coronado. Did get it out. 8:49 to go here in the second. 4-0 Flames. Split squad action as Hanzik on the left wing inside the Oiler end. Put it through the middle. Nobody there for Calgary. Draisaitl winds it up the right. Now gets by Misa. Gathers speed into the Flame zone. Pass across Lavoie. One-timer off the arm of Cooley. On the right wing, Misa to Lipinski. Into the Oilers zone. Lipinski to the right corner. Over to the left. Back to the left wing point. Sent across. Brustevich will shoot it. Save made by Brochu. Puck behind the goal. Kemp
fought that one off.
Ooh, did he ever? Up the right wing. Now Wakely down the right side. His shot saved by Cooley, and the rebound goes into the corner. It is cleared up the right wing to Misa at center ice. Now to Lipinski down the right wing from the angle. Saved by Brochu. He'll cover that with 7:53 to go here in the second. 4-0 Flames lead as Brett Brochu gets introduced into the game with a couple of chances against him.
Now it's a little bit of pond hockey out there right now. Long stretch to Lavoie, but he was on the backhand. He's got a great snapshot, but unfortunately, Cooley, it's got to be stated, the Oilers have had 5 A-grade opportunities in this game. He's been equal to the task.
Cooley's been good. Face off to the left to Brochu.
And Pickard will probably tell you, too, the 4 he should add back.
Ekholm off the face-off, high in the air, bounced it out to center ice. Huberdeau at his own line through the middle. That goes off the stick of Pospisil and Ekholm and into the crowd. It'll be a face-off inside the Oiler end. Oilers continue the preseason. Wednesday, they're going to be in Winnipeg.
I know you're looking forward to that one.
Always. Love the rink. And then the Oilers are at home Saturday against Seattle and then Monday against Vancouver. Both of those 7 o'clock games here at Rogers Place. Puck cleared through the middle by McDavid, skating onto a Bouchard. Over the line now on the right to Hyman. Into the Flame zone. Goes to the right wing corner boards. Trying to work his way out. He can't. Puck comes loose. Muse off the boards and out. It's at center ice into the skates of Nugent-Hopkins. Pokes it into the zone. Muse over to Kuznetsov. Through the middle off the stick of Pospisil. It goes deep into the Oiler end. 4-0 Flames. 7:05 to go here in the second period. Pospisil in on the forecheck. Puck goes over to the board. Siona to Pospisil. Off his stick to the middle. Ekholm across to Nugent-Hopkins for Edmonton. Now to McDavid. He'll come down the left wing into the Flame zone. Anderson took him down. Crowd reacts to that. Siona brings it to center ice. Into the Oiler end. Now to Rooney going into the right wing corner. He's got Hoffenmeyer right on him. They got it up against the boards. Hyman in there as well as it does come free to the middle. Hoffenmeyer over to Kemp. Up the left wing, and the puck just inside the Flame zone for Rasmus Anderson. Over to Jared Tenorti. Left wing to Dewar, but couldn't hold on to the pass. Rooney at center ice for the Flames. Went to dump it in. That's a second chance. Is able to play it into the Oilers zone. Griffith through the middle. To Wakely. He'll dump it in. Clattenburg going after it. Puck gets rimmed on the right wing. As Yermo got it around the boards, but it's kept in by Clattenburg behind the net. For Wakely. Gets it away from Clattenburg in front of the goal. And Griffith couldn't find the handle. Spun around Clattenburg to Seth Griffith. Griffith on the left, back to Clattenburg. That gets broken up. Coronado's going to get it out for Calgary. Mechanic Liepert inside the Edmonton zone. Over to Corcoran. Into the middle, and Clattenburg brings it into the Flames end. Cross ice pass just off a stick, goes into the right wing corner as Wakely couldn't get a real good solid shot away, or make that Griffith couldn't get a solid shot away. Coronado comes the other way. The right wing rolls it behind the Edmonton goal. On the left side, Bishop gets hit by Clattenburg. Puck back to the left wing point. It does come out. 5:15 to go in the second. 4-0 Flames lead here at Rogers Place. Clattenburg brings the puck in. He'll drop it. Draisaitl, the shot wide. Clattenburg, Draisaitl, the chance, and Cooley stopped that with a left pad. And the puck brought out to center. On the left wing, long shot save made by Brochu. Puck turned over, and it's Draisaitl down the right wing. 1-on-1 with Anderson. Slows up the backhand. A pad save made by Cooley. It's in behind the Flames net. Anderson on the right wing for Bishop. We'll just get it out. Bishop steps up to it, over center, shoots it in, left wing corner, hits the corner boards. Kemp will reverse it for Hoffenmeyer, now on the left to Draisaitl. Slowly makes his way out of the Edmonton zone. Couldn't connect with Lavoie. Puck goes into the Oiler end. Pospisil, cross ice. It goes to Anderson, right wing for Huberdeau. Huberdeau will shoot it. Saved by Brochu. And he'll scoop up the rebound with his glove and hold on to it with 4:10 to go here in the second period. Flames winning at this point 4-0 over the Oilers. We're at Rogers Place here in preseason action. We'll be right back. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Chemco is building industry across Canada, and now they're on the lookout for civil and electrical project managers, estimators, and superintendents to join their dedicated team. Why Chemco? Because Chemco cares. They put people first, offering top-tier compensation packages and an unwavering commitment to safety. At Chemco, safety isn't just a priority, it's everybody's business. Ready to be part of a team that truly values you? Visit chemco.com/careers today.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 4-0 Flames lead the Oilers with 4:10 to go in the second. 3-1 Flames lead in Calgary in the split squad game. Connor Zary has scored again. Shot off the draw in the Oilers zone off a stick and out of play.
Noah Philp had a real good game in the circle last night. He's fought it a bit here tonight. He has created some of the better 5-on-5 opportunities that the Oilers have had.
Face off to the left of Brochu and goal for the Oilers now. And Podkolzin on the right wing in his own end. For Ekholm, he'll come up the right wing boards. Up to the middle of the ice, shoot it in, hits the left corner. Anderson taken out by Podkolzin. Goes in behind the net. Podkolzin will come over to the right. To the right wing point. The shot by Bouchard, tipped just wide. Centered by Petrov. No one from the Oilers could get a stick on it. It comes out. Matthias Ekholm in his own end. Now on the right to Evan Bouchard. Bouchard to Matvei Petrov into the Flames end. His rising shot misses on the short side. Puck gets to the right corner. And it's Rasmus Anderson up the right wing for Siona, and Lucas Siona will dump it in. Out from behind the Oiler net is Corcoran. Corcoran to center ice, now into the Flame zone. Goes over to the right wing. His shot off a stick and over the Flame goal. Puck goes to the left wing inside the Calgary zone, and Kirkland will skate out for the Flames. Over center ice, will softly dump the puck into the Oiler end. Corcoran takes a hard hit on the end boards from Honzik. McDavid will get it out, though. And now McDavid in over the line. McDavid cross ice pass. Scores! Zach Hyman goes right upstairs after the setup from McDavid. Oilers get on the board. They're down 4-1.
Well, he went hurtling into a cage there after the goal. Corcoran will play at the blue line to create an opportunity for Edmonton off the rush to Connor McDavid. He gives the puck up, and then Hyman goes careening in. McDavid starts it. And that was Canuck Liepert with the pass through the middle, and 5 different Oilers players touched the puck on route to that goal.
Good finish by Zach Hyman.
Well, he did have 54 of those.
He did, that's true. Right upstairs with that. Puck bounced into the Oilers zone. Hoffenmeyer on the right wing. Off the boards and out. Kuznetsov chasing after it. Griffith right on him. Wakely in there to Clattenburg. Couldn't find Griffith. Puck gets lifted up and out. Left wing, Clattenburg will direct it in. Goes to the top of the circle. Canic leaper to make that Hoffenmeyer. Brings the puck over to the right wing. From the angle, the shot pad saved by Cooley. And from the left point, it's Ekholm. Now over to the right. One-timer there by Hoffenmeyer. Blocked by Kuznetsov. Griffith with it in behind the goal. Moves it to Wakely. To the right wing point, Bouchard. Over to Ekholm, left. To the blue line, Lavoie. His shot. That one booted out by Cooley. Bouchard keeps it in on the right wing. Bouchard with a couple of moves. To the right wing corner. Puck in behind the goal. Sent back to the point by Perry. Picked off by Misa. Couldn't clear it. Perry's going to keep it in. Corey Perry will go to the right corner. Now in behind the Flames net. Over to the left side. Back to the blue line for Matthias Ekholm. Over to Evan Bouchard on the right point. 4-1 Flames lead. Minute 15 to go in the second period. Draisaitl on the left wing point. Now to Ekholm, over to Bouchard. He's going to walk in to Draisaitl. Steered it just wide. Lavoie over to Draisaitl on the right wing. Draisaitl over to Lavoie. One-timer in this save made by Cooley. What a shot by Raphael Lavoie. And Devin Cooley sliding across made a really nice stop.
Well, Devin Cooley's become part of the story here. He's given Calgary a great start. I mean, you look at the amount of point-blank opportunities Edmonton's had. Lavoie's had a couple of them. A little bit deep in his crease there, wasn't he?
He was. He was going back to the post. Face off to the right of Cooley. Nugent Hopkins going to take this draw. He's caught up in some skates. Last minute of the second. Hyman skates around the top. Took a stick up high. Puck back to the point. Kemp over to Hoffenmeyer. On the right wing to McDavid. Pushed up towards the boards by Tenorti to the point. Hoffenmeyer, his shot saved by Cooley, and a rebound. Cooley is able to cover it up as Nugent Hopkins was lurking around looking for a loose puck. 36 seconds to go here in the second. 4-1 Flames lead.
4-1 they lead down in Calgary as well. Daniil Miromanov has scored.
Off to the left of Cooley. David to take this draw for Edmonton. Against Kevin Rooney. Puck goes to Nugent Hopkins. His backhand in the save made by Cooley. Back to the point. Ekholm down the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Up to the top of the circle to the blue line. Bouchard to Ekholm on the right. Couldn't get a shot through. Went off of Anderson. It is cleared out. 18 seconds to go in the second period. Pass by Bouchard. That was blocked. It hit Siona. Siona with it in the Oilers zone for Rooney. 5 seconds left. Rooney centering pass, but through the slot down the ice. And that'll do it here in the second period. The Oilers get one, but down 4-1 after 40. Flames were a bit opportunistic. Oilers haven't had a power play yet. Flames have had 2. They're 1 for 2. But Cooley has been good for Calgary. Edmonton on a different night
might have 5 goals.
Might have 5 goals. Yeah. What are you going to do?
It's a preseason game, a pair of split squad games, and you know the Oilers have a better lineup dressed here, but they're running into a great equalizer. That's Devin Cooley. He's had a strong performance, and that's why we're in the position we're in.
Yeah.
I mean, you expect McDavid, Hyman, and Nugent Hopkins to do their thing. I've liked Lavoie's had some good moments. Phillips had some good moments. The fourth line guys have had some challenges out there. Wakely along with Clattenburg. I mean, those guys are likely to be back in junior this year, maybe after tonight. So it is what it is.
Yep, exactly.
That's the sort of, deep dive people have come to expect in these broadcasts over the years.
You really got into the minutia of it, didn't you? It was Anderson and Coronado for Calgary that period, Hyman for Edmonton, Kuznetsov and Mantha scoring in the first period for the Flames. And it is a 4-1 Calgary lead. We are through 40 minutes of play. Here at Rogers Place, split squad action here with Calgary and Edmonton playing here and at the Saddle Dome. And 4-1 Calgary through 40. Bryn Griffiths, he's got the intermission for you. We come back. From Rogers Place in downtown Edmonton, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its time and waiting for the perfect moment to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at end-of-the-roll flooring centers. Let's get flooring.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
And now McDavid in over the line. McDavid cross-ice pass. Scores! McDavid. Oilers get on the board. They're down 4-1.
That's our highlight zone goal for the Oilers. It's their only goal of this hockey game so far, and the only one to beat Calgary netminder Devin Cooley. The highlight zone is brought to you by Century Casinos, all in, all games, all season. Century Casino with 3 different and great locations here in the area. Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winner's Zone. Bryn Griffiths back here, Rogers Place, along with Rob Brown. As I mentioned, after 40 minutes of play, the Calgary Flames, I'd like to say surprisingly leading the Edmonton Oilers 4-1, but this has been a goaltender performance. Devin Cooley has really put in an effort here for the Flames.
He certainly has. He's played well. There's been a couple that, fortunate that the puck bounced towards him or bounced off of him, but he's putting himself in a position to make those saves. The Oilers, once they fell behind by 4, they did carry the play the last 6-7 minutes. Cooley let the one in. It was a nice play by McDavid to Hyman, but other than that, he's been stellar in net. It's a very young defense for the Calgary Flames. I think they've handled the pressure of the Oilers' top players well, and the Flames have capitalized on their chances. I think Calvin Pickard would probably like 1 or 2 of the ones that went past him back.
Yeah.
But again, preseasoned, sometimes you got to get the wrinkles out of your game. And tonight, the Calgary Flames seem to have lost the wrinkles a little bit earlier than the Edmonton Oilers have, as the Oilers have not been able to capitalize on their chances.
Yeah, not the greatest game for Calvin, letting in 4 on 13 shots. On 15 shots through the first half of this hockey game. But you're right. That's preseason for you. If you're going to kind of struggle a little bit, you want it to be the early preseason game, but I don't think he's got too much to worry about, though.
No, he doesn't. He's got the new contract that tells him he's going to be the backup goaltender for the Oilers this year, but it doesn't matter if it's training camp, scrimmage, preseason, regular season, whatever it is. A player's a proud player, and he wants to play his best, and I don't think that was the best that we have seen from him thus far in his short tenure with the Edmonton Oilers. But there were some big mistakes in front of him. The Oilers' big mistakes have cost them. The Calgary Flames, when they've made theirs, they've had Cooley that has been able to bail them out. I just with the way that the Oilers finished that period, I don't think this game is completely over.
No, and based on what we saw last year, if there's any carryover too, right?
Yeah, so entertaining, lots of chances both ways. There's a lot more skill in tonight's game than there was last night. Both teams have more skill than the Oilers-Jets game that we saw 24 hours ago. So you're seeing more skilled plays, you're seeing more opportunities. And in this game thus far, the Oilers haven't capitalized on their grade A looks, where the Calgary Flames have. And another thing, too, the Oilers have taken a couple penalties, stick penalties, guys getting their stick or hand in the way. And the Flames have got the power play goal. The Oilers power play, who is all dressed tonight.
They're ready to go.
They are. They haven't had a chance. And really not a whole lot of looks. But what I've seen so far, it's funny. I've seen preseasons where the referees are calling everything, sending a message. This is how we're going to call it this season. Through 5 periods, I've seen the opposite this year. The referees, it's almost like, okay, let's get this game over. We don't want anyone to get hurt.
The old dinner reservation
exactly.
joke, right?
Last night we got a flight out of here. We can get to where we're going next. Tonight, let's get a good night's rest. So it is weird. Not that either game has been physical or dirty or nasty, but the referees have let a lot more go than you normally see in preseason, which I like.
I was just going to ask you about that. See, there still has to be an entertainment value to the game, and you don't want to be a referee show in preseason. But then again, I also understand from the other standpoint where you want to maybe try to explain to the players through penalties, I guess, that this is how it's going to be in the regular season. My theory: wait till the regular season then.
Well, yes, as a organization, both teams prefer no penalties called, because if you start calling a lot of penalties, you're putting power plays and penalty kills out there. You're not getting to see what you want to see. Correct. So both teams, the Oilers don't need to see what their power play is capable of doing, but they certainly need to see what their third and fourth lines are capable of doing. What Lavoie and Pakolzin are able to do playing 5-on-5 is, and on the other side, the Flames, they don't have their penalty killers dressed tonight, so they want to see what these kids can do 5-on-5. So as a coach, I would prefer to see more 5-on-5 play in exhibition. It allows more players to play, and you get to evaluate much easier.
I liked him last night, and Noah Philp, again, it just seems to be pretty solid here.
He is. I imagine he's going to get a couple more games as well as we go forward. It's funny, though. It's the McDavid-Draisaitl effect. You're trying to evaluate other players, but every time you look at on the ice, you're drawn to what Connor's got the puck. You're drawn to Hyman, drawn to Leon, and sometimes you forget about the other players that are trying to audition here. But Phelps has been nice. He's been good. I know that it's also, too, we saw Chris Knobloch change lines after the first period. You don't normally see that in exhibition, but what he's doing, too, is he's giving different players an opportunity to play with different people. They've got Lavoie playing right now with Leon Draisaitl. Pakolzin moved. And Pakolzin, if he's here this year, he's not going to be playing with Leon. So, okay, we're going to put you with the fourth line guy.
See how you do.
See what you can do. And give us energy from that area or that part of the game. And he did in a couple of shifts with physical play. So Chris Knobloch will be evaluating, and he'll be evaluating the way he wants to. So he'll be trying to put players in position that they can have success, and position where they can show if they're capable of playing at this level in this slot in the lineup.
We've got about 30 seconds here. I didn't notice it so much last night. I can't believe how much I'm seeing it here tonight. A lot of long passes. Is there a particular reason for that?
Well, you got better players playing tonight.
Yeah.
So I think that's
tape to tape.
I mean, when you got Ekholm and Bouchard on the back end, they're looking for those long passes. And I mean, and you got Leon springs Lavoie for a partial breakaway. So those, you got skill level here much higher than last night. Yes. Last night there weren't a lot of guys that are capable of making a 30, 40-foot pass. Tonight, much more of those players are in the lineup.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Okay, thank you, Rob. We'll talk to you a little bit later on. It's 4-1 for the Flames, leading the Oilers after 40 minutes of play. At the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Coming back with more from Rogers Place right here on the Oilers Radio Network.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's our YEG with 630 Chad.
The Edmonton Fall Home Show is taking over the River City with over 150 booths to explore, unique feature displays, and so much more. Get your build on October 18th through the 20th at the Expo Center. Then buckle up for an electrifying experience as Bear Grease takes the musical Grease on an Indigenous joyride in this toe-tapping spectacle October 17th through the 27th at the Citadel Theater.
For details on these and more events, visit 630ched.com.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
This is Global News. It's the second intermission. I'm James Dunn. A 21-year-old man is dead after a motorcycle collision on Grote Road this afternoon. Police say a Yamaha motorbike was going north at 3:15 p.m. when it struck the center median, and the rider flew into the southbound lanes, hitting an oncoming truck. The man was rushed to hospital but died there. Speed is believed to be a factor. The EPS Major Collisions Unit is investigating further and hopes someone has dashcam footage at the time of the crash. Residents in the southwest Keswick neighborhood will need to check their homes after a drive-by shooting this weekend. Early Sunday morning, there was a weapons complaint along King Wind and King Gate. It's believed a shot was fired, and police are still trying to locate the bullet. Alberta's healthcare system integration and seamlessness is the latest to go under review by the province. Current Alberta Health Services Board Chair Dr. Lyle Oberg is going to lead the review into how the new healthcare organizations can give quicker care to patients. An early report is expected to go to the health minister this December, and a final report is expected next spring. I'm James Dunn. You can stay up to date on all of our stories over on 630ched.com.
And circumstance of your business.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
Chemco is building industry across Canada, and now they're on the lookout for civil and electrical project managers, estimators, and superintendents to join their dedicated team. Why Chemco? Because Chemco cares. They put people first, offering top-tier compensation packages and an unwavering commitment to safety. At Chemco, safety isn't just a priority, it's everybody's business. Ready to be part of a team that truly values you? Visit chemco.com/careers today.
At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Well, after 40 minutes of play, the Calgary Flames lead the Edmonton Oilers here at Rogers Place. 4-1's the score here. South of us in Calgary, it's a split squad situation for these two teams. After 40-minute play in the Saddle Dome, it's 5-1 for the Flames leading the Oilers. Mike Hoffman with the only goal in that game for the Oilers so far. That was the very first goal of the hockey game and came about the midway point on the power play. But Connor Zeri's having himself a crazy night for Calgary. 2 goals and 1 assist in that one. So the Flames are taking it to the Oilers down south as well, but I have a sense that this one's going to tighten up a little bit here in the third period. Elsewhere around the league, final scores from earlier today, the Montreal Canadiens on home ice, 5-0 over the Philadelphia Flyers. And the other game, it was an afternoon matchup in Buffalo where the Sabres really took it to the Columbus Blue Jackets 6-1. Other matchups being played after 40 minutes of play, the Colorado Avalanche now with a 2-1 lead on the Dallas Stars. And the Los Angeles Kings are playing in Salt Lake City, taking on the Utah Hockey Club. That one's got about 4 minutes to go in the second period, and the score there is a 2-2 tie at this point. So that's pretty much the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. But ready to come back here in the third period to see what the Oilers have got. They are They're currently out shooting the Calgary Flames 27-19, but it's been the net mining of Devin Cooley for the Calgary Flames that's really kind of kept the Oilers away from taking the lead in this one. But Calgary started to fall back a little bit in the last 5 minutes of that period after the Oilers scored their first goal of the hockey game. And that was Zach Hyman, by the way. Beautiful goal, beautiful setup from Connor McDavid. And it was kind of the typical goal you would expect from Zach Hyman. We only saw it plenty last year. 4-1, Flames lead the Oilers, and we're getting ready for the third period, so keep it right here. The players are returning to the ice, and the intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. Back with more from Rogers Place right here on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Have you ever thought about what's on the bottom of your sneaker that was jammed up between the grooves, just biding its time and waiting for the perfect moment to dig into your beautiful floor? No? Never thought about that? And you should never have to when you buy flooring made for life at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Right now, save on flooring that's made for spills, pets, and anything that life throws at you. And it looks amazing. Use our visualizer to see for yourself at endoftheroll.com. Find flooring for life at End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Blue-collar work deserves big-dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at Rogers Place, Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 4-1 Flames lead the Oilers through 40. 5-1 in the other game at the Saddle Dome. The Flames lead the Oilers. Split squad action tonight here, preseason style. We get ready for the third period of play. Bob and I here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman out there with Bouchard and Ekholm to start off the third period. Pospisil taking the draw for the Flames. It'll go to Tenorti at his own blue line, to Anderson, to Pospisil, into the Oilers zone for Huberdeau on the left wing. We'll get that around the boards. Pinching down Anthony Mantha. Puck goes to Bouchard, and now starting up for Edmonton. His pass right off the shin pads of Huberdeau. The puck in behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard getting his stick lifted. Mantha digs it out the backhand. The save made by Brochu as Anthony Mantha with an opportunity just 27 seconds into this third period.
Oh, Brochu's been solid since going in there for the Oilers. T.S. Ekholm and Evan Bouchard probably like that sequence back a bit.
He's working out the bugs in the preseason. Is
that what it is?
That's what it is, I think. Okay, that's what I'm chalking it up to. All right, face off to the right of Brochu. Puck gets to the corner in the Oilers zone. Dewar lost it. Kemp for Edmonton. Up to the top of the circle. It gets to the middle to Draisaitl. He's got Lavoie with him. In over the line. Pass over to Lavoie. Down the left side. He'll drive to the front. The save made by Cooley. Puck on the right wing. Lavoie went to shoot it. Glances off of Yermo. Goes wide. On the right wing, Kemp. Behind the net to Perry. Left side. Draisaitl in front. Off the skate. Scores! Hoffenmeyer off the left wing, let that go. It hit a skate and it went in. That's going to be Hoffenmeyer's goal. That hit a Flame skate.
A fortuitous bounce.
was.
A bit like the Bouchard goal at one game 2 of overtime against Vancouver.
Yoni Urmo was in front of the net. It just went right off his skate on Hoffenmeyer's centering pass. He was trying to find Kemp on the back door.
The old double deactivation.
That's what it was. And cuts the Flame lead to 4-2. Off the left wing side, puck cleared out. Picked up there, and it is Philp down the left wing. He's going to drive towards the net, and it's shot off the outside of the goal. Comes up near the blue line, and bringing it out is Kirkland. Kirkland into the Oiler end. Kirkland, it comes across, shot, scores. Coronado came in on the right side. He goes high, stick side on Brochu. Flames are up 5-2.
That was a rip job. Coronado's had an impressive start here for Calgary. He looked like a finisher in that one. This is a guy last season who kind of struggled at the NHL level to make the next step after a good preseason. 3 goals, 9 points in 34 games, but he did have 15 goals and 42 points in 21 games, 13th overall pick out of Harvard in 2021.
Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. That was 128 time of that one.
They gave Perry the
Say Perry the goal? Okay. Looks like Hoffenmeyer shot it and went right off of Yermo's skate, but okay. It's on the right wing side in the Flame zone. Anderson in behind the net. Rims it. That doesn't get out. Griffith with the chance. The shot and the save by Cooley. He'll hold on to it. So the same Perry from Kemp and Hoffenmeyer. Coronado from Honzik. And it's 5-2 Flames here in the third. As we are 2 minutes and 8 seconds into this third period. Out comes the McDavid, Nugent Hopkins, and Hyman trio with Bouchard and Ekholm. On the left wing, Nugent Hopkins to the point for Ekholm. Off the corner boards, puck cleared out. Yermo got it to center ice. Mantha losing the puck to Matthias Ekholm. McDavid comes in on the right wing. It's knocked off his stick. Pospisil with an opportunity to clear, and he does on the right. Got it to Brustevich, and Brustevich was able to dump it in. Pospisil in on the forecheck. Nugent Hopkins got it up the right wing boards. Doesn't get out. Pospisil centering pass for Huberdeau, but Nugent Hopkins was there. Now to McDavid, and he'll bring it out through the middle of the ice into the Flame zone. Got stood up by Mantha. Loose puck. Yermo got it out. Bouchard on the right wing to Nugent Hopkins. Bumped by Mantha. On the left wing, it goes to Rooney. Roll it into the Edmonton end. Played out. Nugent Hopkins comes in on the right side. Checked by Mantha. Puck comes free. Muse off the left wing boards. Top of the circle in his own end. As Siona hit Mantha with it. Puck does come out. Corcoran got it to center, and it goes into the Oilers zone, though. Back to Corcoran. He'll take it in behind the net. 3.5 gone here in the third. 5-2 Flames lead. Now to Draisaitl. He'll come up the left side. Into the Flame zone. That's peeled off of his stick. Through the middle of Dewar. Comes into the Oiler end. Goes to the left wing corner. Dewar right in front of the Oiler net. There was Draisaitl for Edmonton. Had Kirkland on him. Kirkland gets a loose puck from the angle and a shot that doesn't get through. Honzik to the left wing corner. Then he lost it. Kemp can't get it out. It gets to the middle. Dewar to the middle. His shot. Save. Rebound. Scores. The puck went right over to Kirkland. And Justin Kirkland makes it 6-2 for the Flames. Wow.
Sure glad this is a preseason game.
Yeah, no kidding. Dewar with a shot, right pad saved by Brochu, but the rebound goes right over to Kirkland. Kirkland, who played in Tucson of the American League last year, only got a couple of games in Arizona. Made no mistake. 6-2 Flames here in the third. Goes back into the Oiler end. Kemp around the left wing. Does get it to Matvei Petrov. He'll get it out through the middle to Philp. Now into the Flame zone down the right wing. Philp will shoot it off the arm of Cooley. And that goes off the glass and then off the mesh. So we get the whistle with 4:25 gone here in the third. Kirkland from Dewar, 4:08. Face off the left side of Cooley. Philp to take the draw. Philp out there with Petrov and Podkolzin. Shots at 31-23 for Edmonton. Podkolzin to the left wing point for Hoffenmeyer. Rim the puck on the left side. Bishop will get it out, the left wing. Gave the puck to Misa. Misa will dump it in. Hoffenmeyer for Philp. Back to Hoffenmeyer, up the left wing for Edmonton. Now to Philp, left side, over center ice, will dump it in. Verstevich, left wing to center ice for Lipinski. Backhanded into the Oilers zone. Ekholm, left wing. Now a long pass up to Clattenburg. Off his stick into the Flames. And Clattenburg delivers a big hit on the forecheck. Hit Kuznetsov. He didn't like that much. He's got some words for Clattenburg. Huberdeau into the Oilers zone. To Pospisil. Now to Huberdeau behind the net. His pass to the front. That's blocked. Mantha has it in the right wing corner. Along the boards. Good work by Ekholm. Got it loose. The left side. Puck cleared out off the stick. Wakely goes deep into the Oiler end. Drops it to Griffith and couldn't go towards the goal. Forced behind it. Takes it to the right. Up to the blue line. Pass across the line. Just off the stick of Mantha and out. And then a cross-ice pass hits a stick, goes over the glass and into the crowd. 5 minutes, 45 seconds gone here in the third. 6-2 Flames lead.
5-1 still, third period. Calgary won, 6-1 last night? Having a good start.
They did.
Here.
Yep, they were in Seattle last night. Scoring a lot of goals. Face out just outside the Flames blue line. McDavid off the draw. Now to Nugent Hopkins. Played in on the backhand. Anderson goes back for it. Turns to the corner. Lost it to McDavid. They'll go over to the right wing.
Is that not a hook? I mean,
sure it would be.
Not going to worry about it this time of year, but.
Kept in. Nugent Hopkins on the right wing to the point. Canuck Liepert had vacated the zone. It does come out. Corcoran will dump it in. Takes a hit from Siona. Puck goes into the end, and it's McDavid in behind the net. Now to Nugent Hopkins. His shot, and the save made by Cooley. And it was loose for a moment. He'll cover it up. As we've played 6 minutes, 23 seconds of the third. 6-2, Flames lead the Oilers. Take a break from Rogers Place. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
RS Breakers and Controls, Canada's leader in new, used, tested, and obsolete circuit breakers, MCC buckets, bus plugs, and switches. They have everything you need to maintain your aging infrastructure, ensuring it operates as good as new. Their 24/7 emergency response gets you back up and running quickly, saving valuable time and money. Minimal generators or modifications needed. And like-for-like replacements mean no special inspections. Don't replace. Repair your legacy equipment with RS. Visit rsbreakers.com.
At Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, they recommend pairing locally distilled spirits and their ice-cold beer selection with... And Oilers win! Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers. Please enjoy responsibly.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer here at Rogers Place. 6-2. Flames lead the Oilers with 13:37 to go here in the third period. Face off to the left of Devin Cooley. Cooley's been solid. 30 saves on 32 Edmonton shots.
It's been a big difference in this game. This is probably a 6-4, 6-5 game right now, and he's the reason it's 6-2.
Up the right wing, it's Draisaitl to center. Cross ice to Perry, a little behind him. Into his own end for Hoffenmeyer. Hoffenmeyer drops it at the blue line. Pass for Perry, but that's broken up by Tenorti. It was from Draisaitl. Draisaitl runs into Tenorti. Puck gets hacked into the Oilers zone. Hoffenmeyer back for it, but it's Honzek. He'll get it in front of the net, and a good save made by Brochu as Coronado is looking for another one. He's already got 2 in this game and had an opportunity just off the right side. Huberdeau with 3 assists. Coronado's got a couple of goals. Honzek's with a couple of assists. Mantha with a goal and a helper. Kirkland's got a goal and 2 assists. Puck back to the left wing point, and it comes out. Kirkland probably lots of friends and family from Camrose here to watch, I'm sure.
Sharon Govich has a pair, including a shorty at 6'1", down in Calgary.
What's going on?
Bad night for the Oilers.
Sure is. Bad night squared. There's Philp up the left wing. Philp into the flame zone. It's into the left wing corner. Puck goes in behind the net. Philp still with it to the right wing point to Bouchard. Now to Ekholm. He'll blast a shot. That goes off of Misa to the left wing corner. It's Philp behind the goal. Pass out. Quick shot. And that just goes wide of the net. The opportunity there. Puck Colson whistled it wide, and it comes out. Bouchard with it in his own end. Oilers have changed some forwards, so he'll just hold on to it. No forecheck from the Flames. Through the middle. Wakely couldn't get it into the Flames' end. Hospital come in, shoot it wide. Huberdeau got it into the corner. Ekholm spins it around, finds Bouchard in front of the net. He's going to get it out. Pass through the middle, picked up by Clattenburg. He'll get in over the line. He'll shoot off the post. Clattenburg just put it off the post. He'll pick up his own rebound. Skates across the top. Stops on the right wing. Lost an edge. Lost the puck. Huberdeau goes the other way. Odd man rush. Cross ice. Mantha alone. The shot saved. Made by Brochu. And the puck cleared.
How do they not score?
I don't know. It stayed out. 6-2 Flames lead here in the third. Good opportunity for Clattenburg. Put it right off the post. Would have been a heck of a thrill for the 19-year-old plays for Flint in the OHL.
He at least gives you some jump. There's been some quiet players tonight. He's not a quiet player.
Not at all. Face off to the left to Brochu. Oilers' 5th-round pick is Clattenburg, just this past draft. You're right. He provides a little spark to a lineup. Puck cleared out all the way down. It'll be icing. And you can see how a guy like Clattenburg would be a real handful in the OHL playing that style. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Face off to the right of Brett Brochu. David taking a draw against Rooney. Sent up, goes to Siona, his shot, and is stopped by Brochu. Puck goes side of the net. Rooney through the middle, gives that away to Nugent Hopkins. He'll come out right wing to Hyman. Into the Calgary zone, stops up, and Hoffenmeyer with a shot off of Cooley and out of play. As Hoffenmeyer steps up on that. They've now changed that goal to Hoffenmeyer. Hoffenmeyer from Perry and Kemp. at 56 seconds.
Oh, that's why I never changed it on my score sheet.
Exactly. Face off to the left of Cooley. Connor McDavid against Justin Kirkland. Puck gets to the left wing corner. Cleared up the boards by Tenorti. Ekholm to Bouchard. Now to Hyman. Forced over by Hanzik. So has to go back to Bouchard. Across to Matthias Ekholm. To Evan Bouchard. Into the middle for McDavid. Couldn't get it by Kirkland. And puck goes back into the Oiler end. McDavid winds it up. Gets by Coronado. On the left to Nugent Hopkins into the flame zone. To the middle, Bouchard. A snapshot. And that one blocked in the high slot. Right wing, it's McDavid. Hanzik able to get it loose, and it does come out. McDavid, right wing to Ekholm. Into the flame zone on that right side. Off the right wing boards. A shot, and just off the stick of Cooley. The puck up against the boards inside the Flames end, and it's Ekholm, left wing point. Over to Bouchard. Right wing for McDavid. To Nugent Hopkins, to the point for Ekholm, left wing to McDavid, a pass in front, and somehow that stays out. May have gone off of Cooley, loose in the slot for a moment. Sent to the blue line. Bouchard will keep it in. He'll find Ekholm on the right point. Ekholm to Bouchard as they crisscross. Now to McDavid on the right wing, brings it across the blue. Pass on the left, and that was kept in after it hit Coronado. They get it behind the net to Hyman. Hyman on the left for McDavid. Skips by his stick. The puck lifted out by Coronado. Lipinski able to poke it into the Oilers zone. 9:20 to go in the third. 6-2. Flames lead. Crowd still having fun regardless. They got the wave going. On the right wing, puck shot in by Perry. Puck cleared right back out to center ice. Hoffenmeyer with it. Over to Kemp. Kemp up the right wing for Perry. Comes into the flame zone, goes to the right wing corner. He'll center in front off the stick of the netminder, Cooley. Puck lifted high in the air and out. Hoffenmeyer will chase after a rolling puck inside the Oilers zone. Wheels in behind the net. Gets away from Misa. Into the flame zone, off the right wing boards to himself. Hoffenmeyer behind the goal for Lavoie. Lavoie on the inboards with Muse. Lavoie to the top of the circle to the line. That does come out. At center ice is Rooney. Into his own end to Tenorti for the Flames. They'll flip it down the ice, and it goes off the outside of the net. Won't be icing. Up the left wing, puck cleared out. Off of Petrov, it gets out of the zone. Puck Colson hacked at it. Comes free at the blue line, brought in by Philp. Philp had his stick lifted. There's going to be a penalty. Oilers are going to get a power play. With 7:55 to go in the third. Their first power play of the game. They're down 6-2 to the Flames. They'll take a break when we come back. Oilers with the man advantage. From Rogers Place, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
It's game on at City Ford. Ford employee pricing is ending soon. You pay what City Ford employees pay on over 500 new and used vehicles. Save up to $16,000 with employee pricing discounts. Plus, take advantage of finance rates as low as 1.99%. Score employee pricing on your new or used Ford today and spin and win a TV, Costco card, iPad, even a trip to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't dig past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
You're listening to Oilers Hockey on 630 CHED and on the Radio Player Canada app.
6-2 Flames with 7:55 to go in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are here at Rogers Place. Lucas Siona goes to the box for the Flames. Oilers' first power play. It's brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at ATCOenergy.com.
Well, this is why they're all in the same game together.
Exactly. To get this chance.
I have a feeling we might not see them in the same game together until we play Vancouver in a preseason.
Oilers win the draw. Bouchard, left wing. Nugent Hopkins to Evan Bouchard. Right side for McDavid. To the right wing corner. Draisaitl back to the point for Bouchard. Right wing to Draisaitl. Into the corner. McDavid steps out. Pass back to Bouchard. That's broken up. And clearing it all the way down the ice is Tenorti.
So you had a chance to shoot the puck 6 seconds into the power play. 9 passes. Puck hits a skate. That's preseason.
There's McDavid winding it up through the neutral zone. Into the Flames end through the middle. Shoots! Scores! Connor McDavid went right down the pipe. Fires it past Cooley and cuts the Flame lead to 6-3.
Drop and delay the world's best player.
And Anderson backing right in, and he used him as a screen, shot it through him, right through Cooley too. Heads up play. 12:44, time of that goal. Oilers down 6-3. Philp will bring it just in. Gets to the corner, rimmed. Oilers 1 for 1 with the man advantage. Petrov trying to find it. It's kept in by Philp. Philp over to the right. Back to the blue line, and shot is blocked as Kemp let it go. It goes into the corner. McDavid from Draisaitl and Bouchard. 12:44. Kemp on the right point. It's checked by Huberdeau. He's able to get it out for Anthony Mantha. Trying to come down the left wing, forced off of it by Ekholm. And a good play by Matthias Ekholm. Bring it up to the center ice line on the right wing. Just get it into the Flames' end. Honzek back into his own zone. Now the puck turned over at the blue line. Shot by Wakely wide of the net. Griffith has it left wing. Seth Griffith in the left wing corner. To the point. Hoffenmeyer kept it in. Knocked out of the air by Muse. He's able to get it out through the middle. Puck brought in. Here's Coronado. He'll shoot it. Hammers it over the net.
Not a good shot,
wow.
that kid.
That was a blast, but it misses. At the Calgary blue lines, Coronado. He's got a couple of goals in this game. To Kirkland on the left. He'll direct it in. Brochu out to play it. Got it to the corner. And here comes Evan Bouchard with 5:39 to go into third. Edmonton down 6-3 to Calgary. Puck goes down the ice. It will be icing against the Oilers. Faceoff will be to the left of Brochu. As Wakely, Griffith, Clattenburg out there for Edmonton. Hoffenmeyer and Bouchard on the point. The puck goes to the right point. Brustevich gets dumped down. He's going to lose the puck. Clattenburg's going to get it out. Penalty coming up to Calgary when they touch it. Hoffenmeyer on the right wing. Gives it to Clattenburg. Goes just off of Misa, comes out. Oilers still have possession, and it's McDavid winding it up. Goaltender on the bench for the extra attacker, delayed penalty. McDavid walks in, it goes off his stick, and Edmonton's going to get their second power play of this game. They're 1-for-1 with the man advantage. They're down 6-3. There's 5:08 to go in the third. It's preseason action here at Rogers Place. I'll be right back. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
It's game on at City Ford. Ford employee pricing is ending soon. You pay what City Ford employees pay on over 500 new and used vehicles. Save up to $16,000 with employee pricing discounts. Plus, take advantage of finance rates as low as 1.99%. Score employee pricing on your new or used Ford today and spin and win a TV, Costco card, iPad, even a trip to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Oilers down 6-3, 5:08 to go in the third. They got the Flames here in preseason action, but they're on the power play as Brstevich goes to the box. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Edmonton 1-for-1 with the man advantage. Here's McDavid, right wing, centering pass off a skate. Comes back to Nugent Hopkins. He'll give it to Bouchard. Right wing to McDavid. Go hold on to it. Look for something to open up to the blue line to Bouchard. Brings it to the middle. Now down the left wing. Into the corner to Nugent Hopkins. Out to McDavid. Side of the net off the stick of Draisaitl. Went wide of the goal. Nugent Hopkins to the blue line to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins. Now to McDavid. Cross ice pass off a stick. And Tenorti's able to clear it out. Brochu quickly up with it. To Draisaitl into the Flame zone. Now to McDavid in front of the net. Oh, Cooley! What a stop as he got it with the blocker. Puck in behind the net. Draisaitl to the right corner. What a chance there for the Oilers. To the blue line to Bouchard. Now to McDavid to Bouchard. To McDavid to Bouchard. He'll wind up, doesn't shoot it. For Nugent Hopkins. Chop that over to Draisaitl. 54 seconds to go in the man advantage. Draisaitl's pass to the middle of the ice. Bouchard could not get that across, and Dewar will bring it the other way. Dewar with a rush, shorthanded. Dewar the backhand off the post. It's behind Brochu and played up the right wing, and McDavid into the Flame zone. Cuts to the middle, holding the pass, and that was intercepted by Tenorti and cleared down the ice. 3:35 to go in the third. 6-3 Flames lead. Ekholm to Podkolzin on the right to Griffith. Griffith into the Oiler end to the right wing corner for Podkolzin. Now to Corey Perry. Perry to Podkolzin. Back to the point. Matthias Ekholm. Right wing to Griffith. Right wing corner for Perry. Perry coming out to Podkolzin. That misses him. It comes across, and the shot by Lavoie missed. Penalty is over. Edmonton 1-for-2 with a man advantage. Here's Perry to Lavoie. Oh, what a stop by Cooley. Wow, was that an incredible save of the right pad. Lavoie brings it right back in left wing to Podkolzin. To Lavoie off the outside of the post. Puck to the side of the net. Lavoie still has it. To the point. Ripped off the outside of the goal by Corcoran. Corcoran on the right wing point. Over to Hoffenmeyer's shot. Cooley snares it out of the air and holds on with 2:37 to go in the third. 6-3 Flames lead. And Devin Cooley has made some magnificent saves here tonight.
Just a preseason game, right? But when you see Flames players giving him a little bit of a tap on the mask after, he's made some fantastic stops.
Cooley signed a 2-year deal with the Flames July of this year. He has given them an incredible performance tonight. Oilers have 41 shots. They've had some high-quality chances as Phil takes the draw in the Flame zone. Kuznetsov will go in behind the net. Up the left wing to Honzik. Honzik going to wind things up out of his own end. Left wing to Kuznetsov at center. He'll flip it in, cross corner. Hoffenmeyer around the boards. There's Kirkland, got it to the point. Ristevich will keep it into Kirkland, out to Honzik. Stolen by Clattenburg. Clattenburg will get the puck out. And it is out to center, and Ristevich will take it back into his own end. Over to Kuznetsov. Up the left wing, Lipinski. Wedged on the boards by Bouchard. It'll get to the line and come out. There's under 2 minutes to go here in the third period. 6-3 Flames lead. Misa will bring it in. He'll go across to Lipinski. Back to Misa. He just missed the offering. Shot from the angle. Saved by Brochu as Bishop let it go. And Bouchard in the right wing corner behind his own net for Ekholm. Saucered up the right side to Hyman. He'll come in over the line. Leave it to McDavid. McDavid to the point to Bouchard. Goaltender to the bench for the extra attacker. Bouchard shot and saved by Cooley. 6-on-5 now. To the point, it's Draisaitl to Bouchard. Right wing for Ekholm. To the right corner to McDavid. Back to the blue line. Ekholm across the one-timer by Bouchard. Wide of the net. Puck rimmed off the glass. It's going to go past Ekholm and out. And they will call that icing with 1:02 to go here in the third. The Oilers down by 3.
Well, you might as well, try some things out.
Yeah, work on stuff. Why not?
Cooley's been terrific.
Oh.
This could easily be a 6-6 game.
Easily. Shots are 42-26 for Edmonton. McDavid on the left wing. Back to the point to Ekholm. To McDavid left side. We're into the last minute. Into the middle. Nugent Hopkins a shot. Saved by Cooley. And the puck chopped just wide of the net. Rimmed on the right. And Bouchard's going to keep it in. For Draisaitl. Side of the net. Hyman, his pass. And it goes to Nugent Hopkins. Right wing Draisaitl to the blue line. Bouchard shot. Glove saved by Cooley. Holds on to that. 37 seconds to go here in the third period.
Shots in the third period here for Edmonton.
Oilers will be in Winnipeg on Wednesday, but they're at home Saturday against Seattle. Monday against Vancouver. Bouchard on the right wing point. Now to McDavid to Bouchard. Blasts a shot and a glove save by Cooley. Bouchard got all of it, but Cooley was able to see it. Again with 30 seconds to go here in the third. Draisaitl taking the draw against Rooney. Draisaitl wins it. Ekholm on the blue line. Or the right wing point for Bouchard. Back to Matthias Ekholm. He'll shoot it. Saved by Cooley. Holds on to that. Got him right in the logo. There was no rebound to be had. 22 seconds left to go here in the third. Shot total up to 47 now for Edmonton. Face off to the left of Cooley. Draisaitl wins the draw. Puck goes to Bouchard, right point. Right wing boards to McDavid. Goes into the corner. Now he'll drive in front of the net. Cooley got his stick on it. Puck comes free. Draisaitl. Side of the goal. Hyman tried to spin and shoot. Couldn't get it through. 7 seconds left. It's up against the boards on the left. Siona will go to the empty net. He misses it. And they just let the time go off the clock. 6-3 the final. Flames over the Edmonton Oilers in preseason action. It's split squad night.
And a split squad night in which the Flames get 2 very positive results. Sometimes when we'll talk about this post game with Rob Brown, but when you have the more talent, The only way to offset that is work rate, and the Flames had a very committed performance, but you also need something else to happen. You need a Gardien stop in the puck, and that was part of the equation tonight for Calgary. In terms of individual evaluation,
yeah, who'd you like? I
didn't mind Clattenburg.
Yeah.
Didn't mind Philp.
Yeah.
Lavoie had some moments.
He did.
Okay.
Could have had a couple of goals.
Lavoie, Philp, and Podkolzin all played yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't like Evan. They score. I mean, for Calgary, Coronado sniped a couple homes. You got to be happy if you're a Flames fan that way. And Huberdeau had a dominating performance as well. So, way you go. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Winnipeg's up next and need a little bit better, better performance.
Yeah, a lot of opportunity to score. 47 shots by Edmonton to the Flames 26. And probably had a few goals that it was like to have back on the other end, too.
It's difficult. Yep. You're sitting there. You want your power play to get some opportunities in, but by the time they got a chance on the power play, the game was a runaway. Like, it was 6-2. So, and I don't know how much. I'm going to assume that the game against Vancouver on October the 4th is going to be a dress rehearsal.
Oh,
maybe
for sure.
Maybe one more game for McDavid, Draisaitl, Nugent Hopkins, Hyman, Bouchard, and Ekholm. Maybe you look at cutting down by. I think you play the game Wednesday against the Winnipeg Jets, and Thursday's an off day for the team, and that's your opportunity to make some movement because you can have a practice Friday and then you get Seattle here on Saturday. So there you go.
And you want to get down in numbers.
Yes,
because it makes it much easier,
much more manageable.
Exactly. All right. Well, this is the second and third preseason games for the Oilers, both on the same night. But here it was 6-3, the final, as Coronado had a couple for Calgary. Kuznetsov, Mantha, Anderson, and Kirkland scoring for the Flames.
Cooley with 44 saves.
Unbelievable. McDavid scoring for Edmonton. Hoffenmeyer and Hyman, the goal scorers. And, Devin Cooley was the story. 44 saves on 47 Edmonton Oilers shots to keep the Flames ahead and staying ahead throughout this game. But great work by Devin Cooley. 6-3 the final. The Flames over the Oilers. A Rogers post-game show. It's coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
McDavid winding it up through the neutral zone. Into the Flames end through the middle. Shoots! Scores! Connor McDavid went right down the pipe. Fires it past Cooley and cuts the Flame lead to 6-3.
It got for the Edmonton Oilers. That's a Century Casino highlight zone, all in, all games, all season. Century Casino's 3 great locations: Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. From the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for a year. This is the Rogers post-game show, courtesy of Rogers, proud partner and fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
From your home to the ice rink, ATCO Energy is there. As the official energy provider of Rogers Place, we're also proud partners of the Edmonton Oilers. ATCO Energy, powering your place. Customers are free to purchase natural gas services or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
To Draisaitl into the Flame zone. Now to McDavid in front of the net. Oh, Cooley! What a stop as he got it with the blocker.
That's the save of the game, brought to you by Access Insurance Group. Alberta Oilfield and construction contractors can count on huge saves when they need it the most. Visit accessinsurancegroup.com. Bob Stauffer tonight, Cam Moon, Jack Michaels, Rob Brown. and Bryn Griffiths, all part of the Oilers Radio Network. Studio producers this season are Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, and Angie Cornell, ace engineer Troy Bowler. We bring aboard inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Well, 6-1 down in Calgary for Flames, 6-3 here.
I mean, not the way you drew it up if you're an Oilers fan.
Give me your assessment.
Well, tonight I thought that the Oilers' best players were very good. I thought Leon was good, Connor was good, Hyman was good, Nugent Hopkins. They ran into a very good goaltender.
He was
sensational in this game. I thought the Oilers' third and fourth line struggled at times.
They got caved in.
They did, and the Oilers on the back end, they struggled.
Second and third pairing.